It is Lord Haywire, and I am streaming Rise of the White Sun. This is another game about China. I've played a bunch of those. Well, I guess in the past year I've played like 4. It seems like a bunch. I'm not a tanky. I swear. I didn't even know what a tanky was until like a year ago. I was reading on Reddit, and there was some Reddit they were talking about tankies, and I was like, what the fuck is a tanky? I guess it's like a pro-China Westerner. That's to me. I'm just interested in the culture and shit. In video games, it's like such a you know depending on all time periods in any place you go into the world. You pick any place in the world and you look at it, it's perfect for a 4X strategy game. You can even make up your own worlds. It's great. So that's what this is. This is a 4X strategy game, and it is incredibly awesome and also a total piece of shit. It has the worst UI I have ever seen in a video game, and I've been playing this for a couple of days now. I've been racking my head trying to think of another game that had a worse UI. It's so user unfriendly too, and I couldn't think of one. The developer is just one guy, and you can actually steal his art. It just that link goes directly to a zip file of something. I didn't open it. I assume it's his art. He's one guy. He's very responsive, and he has another game called Cold War 2. You have to Google it because it's like a free web game that's also a 4X game. He has a bunch of other games. So this guy is dedicated, but he hates his player. So this takes place in China in the 1920s and 25. I'm going to go slow and just like go over. It's not a tutorial. I'm just going to go over everything that I've learned in the couple hours I've played. It's pretty awesome. So you have these scenarios you can play. I actually never even clicked on these until right before this stream because I was curious what they were. I wanted the sandbox mode. So you can pick these scenarios, and they have like different like setups for different things, and it says on them like this one's the difficulty level is above average, the scale is 23 provinces, it's 42 turns, and there's 20 factions in the game. Like there's all these, and they have like scripted events probably. Yeah, long complete scenario, military operations, strike management, province management, everything. But we're gonna do the sandbox because I love sandbox games, and that's what I play these games for. Oh, also the music and sound in this game is awful. We're gonna turn it off eventually because it has the Wilhelm scream for certain stuff, and it depends on your faction. Each faction is crazy different. Well, a lot of them are crazy different. It has a Wilhelm scream for this button that you push all the time for this one faction. It drives me insane. I cannot believe it's like louder than everything else. It's fucking. I know the guy has a sense of humor. I can tell the guy has a sense of humor. So I know that's like a fun joke, but after you've clicked it 50 times, you're like, fucking shut up. Anyways, so there's a 1920 scenario with 495 turns, and its scale is all of China. And then 1925 is all of Eastern and Northern China, and it's 108 turns, and there's many factions. We're going to do the 1921. These are the factions you can pick. And at first I thought this was like kind of like these ones are larger. These are medium, and this is small. It doesn't really work that way. They're just organized in some kind of bizarre way. Yeah, we're back at the beginning of that song. We're gonna turn this off quite soon. It's gonna be a silent game. I'll tell you about it later. So anyways, we have all these factions. I've played like a bunch of the Mongol factions. I played these guys. I haven't played these guys. I keep looking at this guy, but look at the difficulty is masochistic. I'm very tempted to try. We might play with somebody and then have them end because there's so many different things that you can do in this game. Like the Mongol guys are going to operate slightly differently than the people who are like in cities and shit. And so, like, who's this guy? No, we don't want this difficult is too easy. We don't want the maw click. No, too big. No, let's be like a revolutionary or a warlord. I'm thinking warlord. Supporter of Sun Yat-sen, Liu Chao chooses to side with the Yenese in the current. The complexity is low. Where is he? Oh, he's a little dot. See on the map over here. He's just a little dot over there. The difficulty is high. The complexity is low. Maybe we want to start out as low complexity, so it's easier for me to talk about. Who are these fucking guys? Governor Zhang Zhongjin in Gansu is being challenged. Complexity high, difficulty high. Well, do we want to be in the Mongol area? These are warlords. Like, they're not like, you know, we can do whatever the fuck we want once we're in the game. We might want to do like medium complexity. I mean, it's telling you like it's gonna get more complex as you want to go here. What is this guy? He's just a little, so like, okay, so well, we can't look at the map at the same time. It'd be nice if it had a map with all the different colors on it, you know, and you could just be like, oh, who's this guy, and then click him. So there's gonna be a lot of comments like that. Like, there's gonna be so many comments where I was like, there should be a better way of doing this, and there usually is. It's weird. It's like he's never played a video game in his life, and he created this video game. You know that the band Crass, the punk rock band Crass from the 70s? Someone once described them as if you handed a bunch of kids musical instruments and said, make music, and they came up with Crass. It's kind of like and they never heard music before. It's kind of the same thing with this guy. It's like if you handed him a thing and said, make a strategy game, and he'd never heard of what a strategy game was. We don't want me to be that guy. Who's this guy? I'm kind of like looking at the area too. I should have picked a guy ahead of time. We could also be like some revolutionary dude. This guy's really hard, but I actually saw somebody's stream. I looked at like on their Steam page. Someone was that guy. These guys are surprisingly easy. That's what I was playing as my other one. We could be Tibet. Easy once you know. We could be the common turn. No. Who's this guy? Whoa, look at this. He's way down here in the corner. He's medium and medium. We could be that guy. He's like the first guy on the list though. He's on the ocean, which should be interesting. I haven't played anything on the ocean. Chinese Communist Party. Where's this guy? The Golok tribes. What about this? For years, the ferocious Golok. Wait, it says Golok down here and Golok over there. This game is filled with typos. The guy is French, I believe. So I'll cut him some slack for the bad English, but man, this is like, he's got Golok twice on this one. Low difficulty, high complexity. What is this guy in West? Oh no, this guy is kind of fun. I was playing him a little bit. All right, maybe we won't be one of the. It's going to take me 6 hours. We'll never even get to see the game because I'm just going to keep clicking on stuff. You know, I didn't even check if I'm streaming. I am. I mean, it says on my software that I am. Let's just pick somebody. What's this guy? Zhao Jin's army of despisable, unruly outlaws chose to side with the Zili clique to oust the governor from Zhengzi. Can anyone really trust Gao? Let's do this guy. He's kind of in the middle of China, and we're gonna do conquest. I don't know anything about this guy. We might have to restart. I might be like, oh no, fuck this guy. So we're gonna do this launch. We're gonna launch the game. The game loads really fast. Yeah, this music's gotta go. So it gives you a little rundown. The stunning Anhi clique defeat lets the Xinli and Fengting cliques share the power in Beijing. The current equilibrium is not stable, and fighting will certainly resume sooner than later. In Shanxi, the days of Chen Shufan. I'm pronouncing all this shit wrong. The province governors are numbered. The province governors are numbered. The days of the province governor are numbered. It does not have the favor of the winners. Yeah, so many local warlords, leading forces mostly made of bandits, ready to help the Zili clique, provided they can preserve their own domain. This part of history is really interesting in China too, if you are interested in reading a book. There's many of them. So we're gonna turn off the music because fuck that shit, and then we're gonna turn this down to 1, 2. We'll try 2. Then we're gonna save this as 2. This is how you ruin people's lives. Oh my god! It says I don't have. Okay, that's on my other computer. This is how you ruin people's lives by not having the save slots in the name of the game. Because the guy who made this hates his players. He hates them. And you click it and it says saved. I don't even know, like, I've clicked these buttons before. don't seem to do anything. I made the window. I didn't click those. I did the different resolutions. These do stuff, and we're gonna want that because he made it so that your guys move at the. Well, it doesn't matter. Maybe we'll try that too. Okay, so this is the map of China. You can scroll in and out with the middle mouse button. But the thing that's crazy about this game is you scroll into each province, and there's additional provinces. So I know what you're thinking. You're like, wow, I didn't think that there'd be that much to the game. There is. And then also on certain places, and I don't know where there is one. Maybe here. No. Lord Mac, how's it going? Maybe here. Nope. One of these, like some of these cities are actually, you can zoom into the actual city, and that's even crazier. So maybe Hong Kong, right? Nope. I did it in a scenario. I was like, wait, this starts out in a city, and then I had like zoom in more, but then finding, oh, maybe here we go. Nope. Maybe in this scenario you can't. It's crazy that you could zoom in like a third level, but some of this Macau, maybe? No. I don't know which one it was. I wasn't paying. I was just kind of clicking around. I was looking at another. I was like, is there really another level to this? So anyways, we probably won't get there. We're in this province here. I'm used to these provinces up here in Mongolia. But let's check out what we got here. So the first problem you're going to run into is you're going to be like, where the fuck am I? The demo is at the city level. Yeah, I might have played. So I played one. I just started it. I played one scenario, and it brought me. So I picked a faction in the sandbox thing, and it had the city part, and then I did one scenario, and it was a city, and I was like, what am I supposed to be doing here? So that part I haven't even fucked with. So on this one, it's easy to tell who you are, except that. So this is our flag. This whatever this is, we got not a scimitar, cutlass. We got a cutlass or something, and then we got whatever that is. So we're this green section right here. So that's easy to tell. Some of them, though, you don't start out with any territory. You're just some guy wandering the desert. And I literally was like looking around, and I'll show you who I'm talking about. It's this guy up here. This guy here, I guess he starts out with one territory. He has guys like scattered around, and it's very different. Like there needs to be a big arrow, like a thing. These are your dudes. It's bizarre that it's not like a thing. It's just, in fact, does he own this? He does own that. So it's the Mad Baron. Oh, there's another one of his guys. It's very bizarre. So that's the first weird shit that. Yeah, the screenshots. So I had this on my wish list for like a very long time, and then I took it off because I was like, I'm never going to play that game. That game looks crazy and not well done. And then I got recommended to me again, like Steam was like, hello, do you want to play this game? And I was like, man, I kind of do. And so then I bought it and said like, hey, I said it to myself. I said, if this game's good, then I'll stream it, because I was very, very reluctant. And I think it's good. I'm going to talk mad shit about it, but I think it's good. So in our province here, I'm going to use I guess I can't use WASD. I can use WASD in that part. In our province here, it also shows the cities that neighbor. So like these are in the other provinces, and if you want to move your guy to here, you can, and then it goes to this province. This looks like gibberish. That's the joy of the game. And I'm right clicking on this to go to the player's location. So anyways, I got one guy, it looks like, and then this is also a pool. Yeah, are they different? Oh, they are. Oh no! I thought he was typoing it. I totally thought he was typoing it earlier in this stream earlier. I didn't say anything. I was like, oh man, there's another typo. No, they are different. Okay, well that's great. So here we are. We got something here. So if you click this button, it will bring you all the people, and every person is an individual, has individual feelings and stuff. Yeah, I didn't know that. That's very similar. Where do we want to go here first? So here's the dude we're playing as. In his youth, Gao supported the anti-Qing movement, participating in many secret societies and armed uprising. Later, he became commander under Chen Shan Shufan, but rebelled. So what he is he's an opium addict. We're back to the opium thing, Lord Mac. Don't worry, all my guys are opium fiends. Opportunistic, idealistic, sociable, a northerner, and Shanzis. I'm going to call those things the same. So what these are like perks that the person has, and this Shanzi mean is like where he's from, and if there's people, if you're in that area, like it says, they'll give huge bonus to relationship with people in their own province. So he also has the role of a warlord, which means he can just like go attack people. I think there's some things that I'm just guessing up. He is an underworld master. I've never seen this one. Conduct. Sorry, I was adjusting my mouse pad. Conduct illegal activities and do business with secret societies. So that's the thing, is all these guys have different abilities. He's also a bandit youth. Great. I need some orange juice. This guy makes more money than any guy I've ever had in any start. This guy's fucking rich. If we go over across the top, these are your chi. This is how many action points you have. This is how many what do they call them? They call them supporters. So these are these are all currencies. This is money and this is face. This one isn't. Face is the most important one. This one you just get 4 of these a turn. Except he's an opium addict, so every once in a while he'll just get 2, and it's gonna really, really fuck us at some point. Right now we'll be like, oh, that isn't that bad, but then at some point we're gonna be fucked. We also it doesn't look like, so these are like if you look at these little symbols, this is the terrain, and we're lucky. I guess not lucky. We're in the middle of China. If you start out, like I've been playing these guys a lot over here. This is desert, and there's a camel one, and that's the camel one is steppe. And if your guys can't basically move through that very well, looks like we're in great shape though. This place is smaller, so that's our faction's money, but this is the name of this town, and it brings in 64. This place is looking great. We have allies up here. I don't know if I can actually just attack this guy though. We got allies up here, and you can click on those guys. So we got 2 cities, basically 2 provinces. These green is ours, and there's a weird dichotomy to this map. Yeah, so that is it's pretty brutal up there. It's kind of fun to play the Mongol bandit kings or whatever. I just added the king part. So there's another layer to this. So like, see how I zoom in to a certain point and the color changes? I think that's supposed to show terrain or something. But there's also, it shows your armies. If you have leaders, it will show who's attached to if you have like your armies being led by specific people. These are your armies, by the way. And so there's like this whole, it's very frustrating sometimes. But so this is our army. We got 2,000 guys. We'll click on this, and this is where you can move to. This particular one, we can move in all directions. Sometimes you just can't move in a direction, and there's nothing showing on the map why you can't go there. You just can't. That's another thing that it blows my mind. There's no like a drawing of a mountain, or it's just impassable, but you can't. It's just impassable for everybody, but it doesn't tell you when you look at the map unless you click on an army. So we're going to inspect this army. So this is the main thing you're going to be looking at all the time. We have 2,000 men here. I looked up this. I knew what this word was, but I was pretty sure it's a slur. So I looked it up before, and it is a slur. I don't think the guy knows. He's French. That's my theory. They're like workers. It's a derogatory term though for like Chinese workers, and I was like, So I'm gonna try not to use that word. It's not like the N word. It's not that bad, but it's like it's up there. And I was like, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and that's what it said when I looked it up. It was like India and China, like India specifically. So I'm very surprised that that's in here. But I think the guy has a sense of humor. I think he's trying to go for funny, and he doesn't. The French translation probably is not a slur. Anyway, so here's our army. We have 2,000 men. Their morale is 3, which is bad. They are green club quality. So this is another quality of life thing, speaking of quality, that is so bizarre to me. There's 3 levels of quality, and he has them by different, one's a green club, one's a diamond, and one's a gold spade. You know, it's funny because Twitch didn't know. Normally, remember, weren't you here that one day when it like kept banning or kept blocking someone's, and they weren't even saying anything bad. Anyways, so we pay them $110 a month. Well, this is weekly. We don't pay them. We don't pay them unless they get upset, which they're upset right now, but we actually don't have the money to pay them. And then you have equipment, but I don't have any equipment. So in this army is peasants. Oh, so they don't need workers as they travel fast and light. They tend to desert in mass when they're far from home, so that sucks. There's Shanzi people, so that makes them more loyal to this dude because he's also from there, and they're also opium addicts. So this army is not very good. There's 2,000 people. They don't have any guns and shit, so they're quite terrible, honestly. Then we have this other army, and these guys are they've been paid, so that's good. They're bandits. This is like a bandit army that has 2,000 rifles, so like half their guys have guns. Okay. Well, I don't think they do. They die, I'm pretty sure. That seems to be the case. If you don't have guns, if you don't have like that other army, it's just going to get annihilated. Probably what will happen. So like every turn, it checks to see like if there's desertion and stuff. And probably what will happen is most of those guys will desert, and probably most of these guys and will combine the forces. Actually, that's part of the weird parts of this game is you can't combine forces unless you have a special. Oh, I am to that guy. I can't combine my forces, so I'll have 2 shitty armies. So if you hover over this, though, it will show your supply capacity for each province. Yeah. So, whoa, 30,000 people? So these L, S, and W, or M, I don't know, what was I going to, W would have been, I don't know, an upside down M. L, M, and so I believe this stands for large, medium, and small. That's how I've been playing it, and it seems to have worked. So there's like a large army right here with these guys, and we are not allied with these guys. We're allied with people that doesn't look like they're even in this area. I don't see. Okay, here's some guys. The star guys are like the communist, I think. Oh, look at this. I've never seen this thing before. Man, I should have just played Mongols because I'm a Mongol warlord because I'm more familiar with how they work. But that's one of the joy. Oh, look at this. This is like some sort of mining thing. I've never seen that before either. Zhang is a big city, historically Chinese capital. Well, so that's another thing that's crazy. If you take this, then you're the province. You know, then like so who runs the show is somewhere here. It's under Who's Who, I think. Sorry, it's bright. It's not under Who's Who. It's under the map of China. No, I gotta find it. There's a spot where here we go. So the Beijing government are these guys, and so these are the guys that are like in control. So that's those dudes, I'm pretty sure. So we're allied with those guys. So that shouldn't be. So these are all the different factions that recognize them. The reason I was bringing this up was I already forgot. Oh, so yes, when you take over a capital, supposedly these guys will like recognize you and help you out. So that I guess looks like our main goal here is to take over this capital of this place. To get there is going to be a little bit hard because we can't merge our armies for one, so that's going to suck. This gives good money. I think they would crush us though in a fight with our 2,000 guys without guns, and then our 4,000 guys where only half of them have guns. So well, let's check around kind of for somebody we can pick on. Yeah, 1920, and there's a 1925 scenario, and you can play the KMT. It's one of the starts. It's like the infancy. And I guess there is a large like Chinese community that plays this game because it is, you know, like that's an important part of their history and whatnot. Look at this. Is this their fucking flag? What is this? Yeah, look at that flag. It's a great flag. It's a bummer we're not friendly with any of these people. Now it sounds so quiet without the music, but the music would drive me crazy. So let's look at these guys. So here's a small army, small army. I don't think can we move in that direction? We can. It's also saying that we would starve to death there. In the Mongol area, you can grab herds of cattle and move them around with your troops. This looks like, okay, so these guys are going to start, no, these guys are fine. These guys are going to start croaking like pretty quick. Also, don't believe this icon. This icon is often wrong. So let's take a look. There's a small army here, large. Man, this guy's surrounded by armies. I'm so used to the Mongols where it's just this wasteland. There's like, you know, your army's 300 guys with rifles, and you just run through the desert, pillaging towns if you can. All right, so let's look. This is a 72. This is a 72. Who are these pink guys? Or is it just them? Can we wipe them out with our 4,000? We might lose that battle. We might have to restart also. Don't be surprised. Okay, so wait. No, those are not my allies. You know, there's ways. So that's another thing that's like, who owns this shit? You got to click on here. No, this is a similar guy with a similar flag. This is Lu Hong Tao. This guy, you can click on this thing and it will show. Oh my God, look how many people in here. Oh yeah, so this is the Zili click. That was saying that. Where's our guys there? Man, I'm shocked that they only have one little spot. You actually can right click on a lot of stuff, not everything. And the other important key is Alt. If you hold down Alt and you have a guy selected down here, I guess you cannot not have a guy selected, but it depends who you have selected down here. It will show like this is, if it has a 1 there, that means you can do some sort of action there. So if we were to go back over to our guys, we can do 11 things here, 11 things here. Each one of these, this guy only has 2 and this has 3. So that's like a variant. The Alt button is very important, and he has like a sort of a tutorial thing that pops up. And it tells you. I would have like never even guessed just to push this, but it's probably the most important thing, because sometimes you'll be like, what am I supposed to do at this point? And you'll push a button and you'll be like, wait, I can do something over here. So for example, let's go check this out. I can rent bandit hitchmen here. Recruiting bandits will make you lose face. Face is important. Face is like one of the important things. So let's see. Let's look at these pink guys. And like I said, I don't know if I have to, since I'm a warlord, I might not have to declare war on these guys. If I have to declare war, I've actually never had to do that because, like I said, I've always played as the Mongols. I kept wanting to pick other people, and I was like, but this Mongol guy looks crazy as fuck. And maybe we will play a Mongol group later. So you can also look at this. So like we're going to look at their army, and this is incorrect information. We have to spy on them, but we don't have a spy character. So that's not going to help us right now. Look at this dude. You can click on him. His name is Kong Feng Jin Gansu. He's a subordinate. However, with his waning support, both him and the military are now shifting there towards the Zili clique. So they could be allied. He's also an opium addict. Oh no, his army is full of opium addicts. So we could go after this. I mean, it would be that's a nice province. Look at all these like little spots that have small armies. I mean, we could try to go after 2. 2K is pretty small of an army. Like, what about this? I mean, it's going to suck to be strat. Oh, we think that they might have some machine guns. Well, it thinks between 0 and 1K. Well, we don't have any guns. We don't have any guns. It could be a bloodbath, and then the game's over for us. All right, well, how much money do we have? We have nothing. We have nothing. The first turn you just start out with nothing, pretty much. But we do have the ability to do 4 actions. So let's check this shit out. I don't think... So our first issue is we're going to starve to death. Let's look if this is worth even charging into any place. So we're going to have a massive... unless we can take this place, which we can't. We don't have enough. If we had like machine guns and tanks and shit, maybe we could do it. We can't do it. So what about you? You're a small army too. Oh, this is... Wait, am I looking at the same spot? I'm confused. Go back. This is not my ally. 2,000, 3,000. Okay, so there's nothing we can do about everyone deserting next turn. Sometimes, so the game is not gonna like hold your hand and be nice to you. It's just gonna start. All right, a bunch of people are gonna run off. It's just how it is. These guys should be okay. These guys are not gonna be okay. It's okay though because they don't have any guns for these other guys. This dude is a smuggler though. I bet you. Let's look in here. So this is. I don't know if I clicked on this city yet and we really looked at it. So there's vitality and tradition. If you want like improved technology and stuff, tradition, this is what I understand. Tradition needs to go down, and vitality is like how like good the crops and shit are. And it supposedly naturally recovers. I've never seen it do it. This is our influence over like the... So like think of like Victoria 3 actually. The peasantries, the workers, the gentry, the merchants, and the students. This is how much influence we have over them. The gentry, this pop-up thing gets kind of annoying. The gentry seem to be the people that like us the most. The peasants do not like us. There's trade taxes. We have opium, so we can also become drug dealers. So if we click on here, it just gives you like a description, which is kind of cool. But if you click on here, oh wow, look at all this shit. Okay, never seen all this stuff. Once again, the Mongol areas do not have this stuff. So these guys have it looks like they have a whole bunch of different shit they can build. This is great. And then these are not buttons. Now I don't trust myself because generally they're not buttons. I'm going to save it. Did I already save it? Yeah, let's do another empty slot here. You see, I'm telling you, man, this is the worst nightmare. Somebody has clicked on this. I might have even already done it. All right, let's go back in here. I've never seen so many of these things. The Mongolian area just has none of these. It just has you can build roads and shit, and you can unlock more stuff. So it's cool that let's click this. Yeah, this doesn't do anything. So over here, I don't know why these are here. I honestly don't know why I think they're supposed to say you can do some of these things, like you can do the create army or whatever. But this sword one isn't over here. I don't know what this shit is, and maybe okay. Smuggle rifles was actually the one I was gonna look for. So we can gun repair shop, a first step towards the creation of your own arsenal. Okay, so this is going to be completely different than what I'm used to, which is awesome because that means not every faction, many of the factions are different. So what do we got here? I clicked on the next thing down. I clicked on education and services. I don't think these are actually turned on. Let's see what this says. A good way to increase the gentry and student influence will raise their tradition. Customs campaign against old customs will decrease your influence with gentry and peasantry, will increase your influence with students. Primary schooling will decrease tradition when complete. We'll have to click on. They all have these tear down Buddhist temples, which seems weird to me, but I guess that was a common thing back then. When I was first thinking about it, I was like, did they do that? And I was like, yeah, I guess they did. And that's that's happening in whatchamacallit right now. I guess it's already happened in the fuck is that? Afghanistan? Iraq? Village deliberative assemblies will influence. Okay, so there's another thing I forgot to mention. This just says that we have an army there, but this is a large portion of the population is opium addicts and a great source of income. So we are going to be drug dealers. Wouldn't be the first time I've been a drug dealer in a video game. We'll reduce tradition and unlock new agricultural policies. No, and you know, when you're in the Mongolian part, you have like Muslim stuff, and their Buddhist stuff's there, but it's Muslim stuff. What is this little button? I'm gonna click it. Doesn't do anything. Right click goes away from it. There's many things that I'm always like, wait, this must be something. So we actually have enough face to do some of this stuff. We can start improving one of these spots. Where is our capital gonna be? I'm kind of scared of this guy like just marching over here and killing us. So let's think about that. I think the first thing we got to do is try to become friends with this guy if we can. I know I want to kill him, but I don't think I can at this state. So let's try to expand and whack these guys that are around here. Not this guy, he's our ally. But these guys, we can attack all of them. So let's try to befriend this guy for now, and then we can backstab him later. When I say this guy, I mean this guy. So we can get in touch, and that costs 2, and we can shadow him. The other thing you can do, actually, I needed to go back there. Go back to here. Oh, no, not there. Yeah, not there. No, wait, not there. Okay. I found this has been the easiest way to get to here. We don't have the money. I was going to try to cultivate friendship. And so circular telegram of condemnation is how you declare war, and it costs 500 face. So like I said, I'm not sure if we can attack those other guys or not without a declaration of war. But we'll find out. We'll find out real soon. Okay, so we can either talk to this dude, which is, I don't think, going to be that beneficial. So I think this should be our capital for now. When I say capital, I just mean the place that I'm going to set up first. We'll reduce tradition and unlock new agricultural policies. This policy has an upkeep of $1. That seems pretty good. What else do we got here? Gun repair shop, first turn. That's pretty going to be... Okay, so that must be what this is. Yep, that sure is. So we can build that thing. Oh, here, I was wondering how you create new armies, and it's right there. Man. How do these people feel about me? They don't really like me. The gentry like me. It's not too bad. The problem is we're going to all starve next turn. And I wonder if there's foreign relations too. I forgot about this whole thing. You can give like exploitative rights to these different countries, and they'll give you shit. They'll give you weapons, and you can buy weapons and stuff like that. But then the rest of China likes you less. So it's got to be something that you really want, you know. So the first thing we're going to decide to do, I think I'll use 2 of my points to do something here. 2 or 1 point. We can start the the repair shop. It's just, it only costs 1 and it's $10. We can do that right now. Let's click it and find out. When most of your weapons coming from abroad are badly obsolete, a repair shop is necessary. Our soldiers often don't even receive the ammunition fitting their rifles, so their workshop may also start producing some handmade bullets. You envision this small installation as the first step towards a more modern arsenal. When 100% complete, this repair shop will produce 1 rifle a week for... Great. Okay. So we've started that thing, and then it's going to every turn it's going to go up. Yeah, it's... So I was playing one of the Mongol guys, and I was like, I am fucking stuck in this corner and I cannot get out of it. Like I can't fight against anybody. and I like had done like 5 turns, and I was like, oh shit, yeah, I should have been. And I had like an army of guys without weapons, and I was like, I should have been doing that, you know, trading my rights to the Japanese or something to get guns and money. Um, so let's check out our army real quick here. Well, I don't think there's anything I can do. We can plunder. No, we don't want. I was seeing if they like gave. Yeah, we can do this. This is 1 point. Let's do this here. So this increases your number of supporters, and we need supporters right now specifically for this because we're gonna need a spy. Spies are pretty good in this. Terrorist would be nice too, which sounds weird to say it, but yeah. So let's recruit some handpicked men. We gained 4. I picked the one that had 40 or 4,000 because I believe my theory is that the more men that are there, you know what though? Can we not pay these guys? Oh, they've already been paid. They've already been paid and they only have a 3 morale. Oh shit. Okay, those guys aren't going to stick around at all. These guys also have a 3, and we don't have enough money to pay them. So we're going to lose a bunch of dudes later. Oh, that's an interesting maneuver. That might be worth it because they're just going to all croak. We'll disband this unit. After a time, it will be available again in its own district. What district is that? We might do that actually because they also are costing a bunch of money. The other thing, does this have that option? Do we get their guns? Because if we got their guns, this does not have that option. So these guys we cannot send home. Maybe they're not in their home. The province of origin. What's your province of origin? Same one. Got to be careful that I read that right. I'm kind of tempted to get rid of these guys. They cost me 110 bucks. I'm only going to bring in like 120. Half these guys are going to desert. What do you cost me? 210? We'll never keep this army going. You don't have to pay them every turn, though. It's just that their morale fucking falls out if you don't. Let's get rid of these guys. Worst thing that can happen is we have to start the game over. And, I mean, we're on the first turn. It's not a major thing. That'll save us some money next turn. That might be also, these guys might just walk in here. Well, these are my allies, though. These guys might just walk in here and take this. That is a possibility. We're taking chances here on the first turn. We can't do anything. We have one last thing left to do. None of those are very useful. It's like 120, yeah. So if with both of those armies, we're fucked. I mean, even with just the one larger army, but I'm not hoping. I'm assuming that everything will go away. We already did that. I'm surprised that's available again. Oh, maybe we have to do it a bunch of times. And I don't want to tear down any Buddhist temple. So we have very limited left to do. So I think what I'm gonna do here is we could move these guys, actually. Let's attack into here. The pink guys, if we can. It holds 3,000, 2,000. Let's hit these pink guys. You can't, well, so some starts aren't necessarily, like you're supposed to lose some guys at the beginning, then you're supposed to recover. It's, you know, it's something historical. We could plunder. The problem, what is plunder going to give us? Because in the normally you get cattle. No, it just gives you morale, which our morale does suck. But let's go into here. We might lose this and we might have to restart. Whoops, I did the move wrong. So you click on here and then you click this red button. And I'm not sure if attacking. So this is a good test too for if despite the lack of efficient preparatory shelling. The assailants rush the attack to the enemy lines. The defending artillery is a deadly toll. Well, okay. Well, we lost. We lost how many? Enough people not to starve? No, we only lost 200 guys. That's like the lowest amount I've ever lost in any battle. Now we have this thing called pinned, which they won't move until we fix their shit. But that's fine. And then it gives you these little battle reports at the end, and you can click on here. Bandit influence in the area went down, and our vitality went down. But we don't have any move left, so that's the turns really start flying when you know the area. Yeah, so this guy moved in. What the fuck happened down here? This guy moved in here, but he's our ally, so I'm going to assume he's not killing us. We also didn't have to attack. See, everyone's gone. Everyone died. This is what I was expecting. Well, now we no longer have the issue with not being able to pay our guys. We have enough guns for everyone. There's an upside to everything, right? Glass half full. We have enough. Oh, this needs work. Bandits don't need them. Oh, okay. So we're gonna want to pull out a real army eventually. Maybe we should have got. Can we take the guns away? Maybe we should have taken the guns away. Oh, it doesn't look like I can take the guns away. We can't take the guns away. All right. Well, that's fine. This is just a bunch of opium addicted bandits, and they need some morale. So we need to pay them. We could plunder, but I want to keep this place, so we're gonna pay them. And 4 morale is usually when I start worrying about their morale, and I'm betting that they only go up to 4 morale. Like I like zealots. So these guys are our allies. I'm assuming they're not going to betray me. Wasn't this at 60 before? Wow. So what we want to do, we have one. Oh, god damn it. All right. So this is the other weird thing about this game is you click this button down here, and this is a list of the reports of shit that happened. And so if you hover over this guy, he got high. This week, he was high. And then my guys ran off. They're starving to death. They're not anymore. And the gun repair shop is at 5%. And so I don't mind this guy chilling here as long as he doesn't betray me. I wonder where he's going. It looks like he got his ass kicked down here is what I'm thinking. He did. He doesn't. That's not even his territory anymore. But you know what? This place is empty. Where's his army? His army's right there. Oh, he took that place. These guys are going to starve to death. Oh, and there's also another thing here where you can't see it. It's loyalty. You can't see the loyalty of your own troops unless you spy on your own troops. So we could get some more handpicked men, which is kind of useful. We can't train anybody, huh? I don't have the right skill. I don't have the skill, the perk that allows me to train people, I think is what's going on. I wanted to train them to make them less suck because these guys suck. So probably I actually am going, because we only have 1 point. We could move forward though. I wonder what so this is another thing that I wish that this game had is that if you could click on here and it would show which way, so can I move from here to here? You don't know unless you click to here. I probably can't, but maybe I can. And I think that needs to be very clear. These guys are pinned as well. Oh, we weren't pinned, they were pinned. So those guys can't move. We could attack them again. I don't think we're going to win with this shittiness, but we got a free spot down here if we could get there. You don't attack when you go into, yeah, so see how it's a blue one, we're not going to attack. So we're going to move down here this time. And we don't have any more things to do. So that's like literally that's normally like 1/4 the speed. We are pinned. I'm not sure what happened. This guy got high again, and then some guns disappeared. And soldiers and workers, I almost said it, are literally dying of hunger. No, they're not. Maybe they were. Logistics, that's the same thing. Unpaid, so a bunch of people ran away. No, you don't pay them every turn. You only pay them when their morale goes down. So 4 for this group was pretty good. And I paid them for the no, see now they're at 3. Or no, is this my guy? Why is he that color? This is my guy. Yeah, they're still at 4. So 4 is okay. And so it's kind of interesting. It says right here, not paying the soldiers is the norm in warlord China. Yeah, they don't get paid unless their morale goes down. It says that they don't have enough food, which maybe this only had 2,000. Oh, it's these fuckers are using all the food. I didn't think about that. Oh, major mistake there. It's okay. We'll continue on with my rampant. Oh, we're pinned though. These guys need to get out of here. 4. I don't even know if we can get higher than that. Turn into regular troops. These are regulars will be treated as soldiers for now. They're loyal and oh, that could be nice. Yeah, it is. And I'm used to the Mongols where you carry around your food with you. But this one, probably if we went into the Mongolian area, we could do that. We could turn this into instead of a bandit army. Oh, that's probably why I can't train them. Let's turn these guys into, what do we have, 14? Let's turn these into regular troops. Well, there was another event. There was an event that said that rifles went missing. We do have an equal amount, though, now. Let's do this. Morale plus 75 and loyalty plus 75. See, this is where we're going now. But now we need workers. And I don't have any more. Damn, this is going to kill us because this guy's an opium addict. I also need these guys to get the fuck out of my territory. Yeah, this is the thing. I totally forgot that these guys would use up my resources. Actually, it wasn't that I forgot. It's just that I never seen that happen before. Where did they go? Oh, it was. By whom? Who are these guys? Chin Su fans. And he is not my ally either. Okay, we got 4 points this turn. What do we got here? Logistical nightmare. Not enough food. Gun repair shop went up 5%. That's what it's saying. It's not a total. I think it should show the total, but it went up 5%. And these guys, is this still really empty? I'm trying to find it with my eyeballs here. I'm trying to find their army. I don't see them. There it is. Or there's a army of theirs. It looks like they have another province up here. It looks like these guys took off or died. The pink guys. There they are. The armies in this game move all over the map. They're like you generally don't hang out. So let's go to here. We need more workers. Like they all left. It's normal in this game to have like your troops fluctuate. Like once you get them, like you'll get set to like a certain, like they'll fluctuate and they'll drift to the level of the area, if that makes sense. We're at a 5. That's actually okay. We're going to recruit workers, which costs 1, I believe. Yeah. And that's enough, I think, because I think you only need 1 equal to, the same amount of as your men you got. We could pay them, but we're not going to. We could train them. We could recruit more of them. We're not going to do that either. I guess the guys who died, these guys are pinned, so these guys down here can't attack us. I don't know what happened to the dude that was here. Oh, there he is. So who are these guys? Because we might want to cultivate friendship. 240 bucks, huh? The National Pacifying Army. That's some double speak shit right there. Well, I guess, you know what? No, they are pacifying the place. Um, they have 18,000 troops. They have, yeah, these guys are tough. We want to become friends with these. So I'm going to spend, oh, it's only 1 point for that. I'm going to spend all my money on that. And in some of this stuff, it says like, I think when you hover it over, it says like, give them money to have a fake friendship or something like that. Stabbing or poisoning this kind of friend will not violate the etiquette code. Yes, to 10,000. Oh, that's the last thing we can do there. Okay, so we have, oh, I thought that said that was 1 point. Did we get bugged? There's a lot of bugs in this game too. I swear to God that said 1 point and I had 3 points left. I swear to God. And I also found, wait. I've found so many bugs in this. So I didn't know I was doing it at first, but I had like 2 windows open. I can't remember how I was doing it. It wasn't on purpose. It was just like I had like, 2 different like on top of each other, and I could like buy stuff with the thing and it would count down to 0. I'd use up all my chi, and then I would close the window, and then the other window that was open in the background that was like stuck, I could still click on, and I was like, oh, I still have a chi left. I thought I didn't have one, and then but and then I would click on it and be like, wait, no, I didn't have one, and I can still click on. So yeah, this game is very buggy. I swear to God that said it cost 1, but I guess we're not. There is I wanted to move in here. I guess we can do it next turn. So it takes 3 chi to claim a territory, and so I was gonna move 1 in there, then use 3 to whatever. Let's click it and see what happens. Yep. Okay. Yeah, I thought it did. I don't. Where was this guy? Yeah, it cost 1. I know. We'll have to wing it. Okay, the next, look at all these fuckers down here. They're all pinned though. It's been an hour. We've done like 3 turns. All right, like those pop-ups, read those pop-ups. I've just read them 100 times. Okay, so now there's a small army in here, which I don't want to fight. My goal, oh wait, no, I'm looking at the wrong place. Whew. Small, there is no army there. And we have 800 men determined. See, this is the problem though. We're running out of morale, and it takes a point to pay them. If we move, they're going to lose a morale. They're going to be down at 3. All right, we can do it though. This is what we're going to do. What's this area look like? This area looks like there's still some fighting going on. So in the meantime, well, let's look. Can we look at see if what this guy's allies are? They are allied with whoever these guys in. Gumindang. So it's funny, playing this game brings back so many, like their names brings back so many memories of the Asian history classes that I took. I can't remember who they are. Is that the KMT? I can't remember who they are. Like some of them, like Sun. What was it? What was it earlier? Sun Fan. I can't remember. I was like, God, I know that. I remember reading about that guy. But it looks like they're not allied with these guys, which means that this fighting can go on while I do my own thing. Let's move into here. And then here I am over here. It gives you a little report, and it tells you that we lost some workers. It shouldn't even be called, they shouldn't even be called workers, because it shows the images of supplies. So now we're going to be out of supply here, except we can claim this, because I should have 3. We can claim this for our people. Oh, it's this. Well, move your characters in this location and unlock what? What? Oh, is this so railways? I've never gotten the chance to use those before either. So now we own this. The only problem is now we've pissed off these guys. We're a warlord. Um, so we don't have to like declare war on people. If we were, a legitimate something or other, obviously we want to consolidate that one province as fast as possible, but we also need the money, so it's worth it to come over here and grab this place. And it looks like this isn't these people actually like us a little bit better. You can do 2,000. We'll move your character in this location and lock local actions. I bet you, like, I wonder if, like, yep. Monks and monasteries. I've never seen this one. The Tibetan monastic system can be described as mass monk ideologies. There's some 26% of the male population was monks. That's a lot. The hardship of labor rests on the rest of the population. In the game, the influence of the monastic system is reflected by the mechanisms below. The monk score. This score is an abstract number representing the influence of the local monastery. The higher the number, the higher the influence. The monk score can be changed by your interaction with the local monastery, influencing direct. The monk score also influences the kind of rebellions this district produces. A score of. So wait, the monks didn't work though. They had a good 25% of the population is idle. A monk score of 20 will give this rebellion the dare to die trait, and a score of 30 will give it the mystical charm trait. The dare to die trait, one of my guys had it in another faction. They'll like fight to the death. They won't run away. The other thing, so if you play another faction, then you run into them, you're much better informed about how hard they're going to be to fight, if that makes sense. So, here's the Buddhist temple thing. Warlords faction have the possibility to tear down Buddhist temples. Do so make easy extra money. Of course, the higher the monk score, the higher the gain. Tearing down a temple will only reduce the monk score by 5. So be prepared to face some monk revolts if you attack a major monastery. Where's our monk score? Oh, it's right here. Major monastery. Well, it's at a 15. They don't look very happy. This isn't the I just clicked on some random place up here. I was curious if I could I don't have the chi, but if I had it. Cyborg elf. Another troll, huh? You're digging the trolls. I used to play monks a lot in D&D first edition. Not first, no. AD&E first edition with I can't remember the name of that goddamn book. They even re-released it. Anyways, I'm wondering if I can click on this. I've never seen this rail thing, and if it will like teleport me there. That will be a bummer, but we'll learn through death. I'm going to take a quick break though. Now we have 3 provinces, so our income will come up. I want to get to 25 of these guys so we can hire a spy. Yeah, this is the perfect time to take a break. The thing, who the fuck is this guy? This is the army of Szechuan. Lu Chao is a military man. They were extremely weak at the beginning, but each level they got like new stuff. So like in first edition D&D, like nobody had any special stuff, but the monks like they became, if you could get them to survive, I think they had like 1d4 or 1d6 hit points. If you could get them to survive to like level 4 or something, then they were badass. But at the beginning, they're worthless. And I think they got like negatives for using weapons just in general. But then later, they could fall. It's same how they have them now. But now they're more smoothly laid out. They're more balanced. Back in the day, first edition, your character was expected to die half the time. Depends how lenient your DM was. Yeah, I'm gonna take a quick break, and we'll be back. I'll be back Look at who are these guys? Man, there are a lot of armies. So I'm like I said, I'm used to the Mongol one. There's not generally like a million armies floating around the place. Um, oh, I think I clicked on the wrong. No, I didn't. Here we go. Power. That was later though, right? That was like they're way later. The instant death thing in first edition. Way later. Like you had to survive to level 10 or something. Level that was I don't so there, also when I used to play D&D, we never were able to play like the same campaign past, like level 6 or something. I can't remember ever having like a higher than level 6 character. Not just because they die. that's that's a different one. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. And I grabbed my copy of the Player's Handbook. And I grabbed Unearthed Arcana first. That's the book I was trying to remember. It's not in there. It's in the Player's Handbook. And it's too dark in this room for me to read this. And the text is too small because I'm getting so old. I have to do that thing where you gotta hold the book. Let's see. Monks tables. Oh yeah, in first edition you had to kill the monk that was like higher level. There's a certain thing where, oh man, I thought it was gonna be a list. I forgot it's not a list. It's like a paragraph or multiple paragraphs of text. I thought it was gonna have what their things were. Level 1, open locks. No. Find, remove trap, move silent, hide in shadow, hear noise, climb walls. I can't find the real table. Yeah, you gotta start killing people at like level 7, I think. You gotta kill the people above you. Your troll can fly. That's pretty important. They were totally like thieves. You know what's also funny is when I opened this up, I was like, oh, I like that class too, and I like that class too. And it's pretty much I liked all I like playing just different classes except for druids. I never liked druids. Anyways, we took this. It might be easier to knock over this place. I think this is the capital. You know, I've been trying to figure out. Let's look. This is the place I was playing over here. Oh, that's the capital? Okay. I was trying to figure it out before. We don't want to go over there. So, what do we got? Oh, we did everything. We're out of turns. Fingers crossed. All I see is a lot of stuff that we don't own. Did we get wiped out? Some guns went missing. And gun repair shop. Doomed province. Without energetic public action, the vitality will not increase. Doomed district. And then no reports. What about our army? Did it get wiped out? Maybe I was in the wrong spot. No, we're still here. I was looking at the wrong spot. Sometimes it's a little confusing with the different map things. You know, like this one has all the same colors. I don't know why. I think that's supposed to be terrain. No, they totally were like thieves, except they got like they couldn't use any. So I noticed that it said they couldn't use any weapons or armor at level 1. So basically, like a goblin could one shot them, and so so same with wizards in first edition. Wizards and monks had to like hide until they got enough experience to get the next level, and you only generally got experience from killing stuff. So you had to like run out like at when the thing's almost done. The DM would split the experience, but so we're still okay, except for this horrible stuff that's happening here. Which places was it talking about? It was talking about uh, the place we just took and Hang's Hong, which is the place I decided to make my capital, seems to be having some issues. We're up to 45% there. So let's first decide if we're going to do anything with our army. I don't think well, it's such, look at this. Are these our allies? It looks like they are. Except the color of the flag is slightly different. No, those are different guys. Yeah, first edition was crazy. I love DMing first edition though. I hate Pathfinder 1E. So these are not my friends. We don't know if they can move into there. I'm gonna assume they can. that they can move into here. This medium army, once again, it needs to show if you can move. Like that's like one of the biggest pains of this game is like I've moved into places and been uh, like I'm gonna attack this place next turn and I can't move there. We could take this pink guy. He's got one more province up here, which is a bummer. This yellow, you're probably right. Actually, it's like it's a subgroup of that clique. This yellow guy, I thought he had a place up here. It looks like he got wiped out in the Gobi Desert up here. Yeah, I think he got wiped out. I wish there was a way. There might be a way. Let's look. Can we see how many? He only has one left. We could wipe this guy out right now. We could finish him off. He doesn't have an army. We don't have to worry about his revenge. Who were we trying to be friends with? We would have to use. Oh fuck though. What's their? No, we can't do it this turn. We gotta pay these guys. I can hear the cat. I live alone, and so when there's like noises in the background, I'm like, oh fuck. I wonder. Let's go back. I'm curious. It looks like I might be able to. Maybe it just brings the character over there. That's got to be what it is. Let's see if that. Let's save it. Well, I almost went to next week. I do that in this game all the time. Let's. Oh, these don't have it. Okay, I know what that is. That means bring them into that province. All right, we had to pay those guys. It says this place is having that thing, which is our vitality won't go any higher. So we need to see if there's anything we can do that will improve that. Oh, was it 0? That's not good. Oh yeah, it's 0. There's gonna be a revolution there. Let's see. When complete, vitality, influence, and base revenues for those industries will go up. The problem is that it's going to take an eternity, just like the gun shop place. Is there anything else that we can do? These all cost, or well, only 2 of these cost 4. We don't need that. What would this have done? I wonder how there's got to be something we can do here. Maybe my guy doesn't have the abilities to do some of this stuff. We can fight against opium consumption. That's interesting. That's just influence. We'll decrease your influence. Let's read that message again. Maybe it gives a hint of what we're supposed to do. Overwhelmed by the weight of tradition and underdevelopment, this district seems condemned to misery without energy. Okay, so it doesn't necessarily say that it's gonna get, it's gonna suck. Look at this place. We got 3 points. Should do this. Wait, what is this last one? I don't care about the gentry. I am a little worried that those guys are at 0. Nope. As a warlord, you don't have that many options. So that's what I'm going to put. Oh, that takes 3. That's the end of my turn. This would do 2. None of them help with my liking the people. Or the people liking me. So other factions can also do stuff against your provinces. Yeah, none of these will help me with the peasantry. So I guess we'll just go. Let's go with this economy. We already got is this the place with the gun shop? I thought this is the place I built a gun shop. I think it is. Weapon repair shop. Yep, we'll get one a week, which is ridiculous. Teach modern, reduce tradition. It says they're mired in tradition, so maybe that will. Yeah, let's do this one first. I said gun shop, but yeah, gun show is fine too. All right, let's do the modern thing here. And we'll hope. Like, so one of the things that I like about this game, and I've mentioned this before about many different games, I like when the game paints a picture in my mind of what's going on. So I'm imagining like this village, in like the hills that, like it says they're mired in tradition. So like they're just constantly like hanging out with the monks and stuff. And there's these like roving bands of warlords, and there's like a guy, he just showed up and he's like, now you own me, or you pay your taxes to me. And they're like, okay, whatever, dude. Like, there's another guy, right? It could be anybody, and then there's some slight, and at the same time, like there's like the communist propaganda that's coming in, and they're like, wow, this sounds interesting, and like it actually has like the pictures of some of the different guys, and you're like, oh, I could kind of envision this time period with that guy, Um, so yeah, I think most most can. So I have 1 point left. What I wanted to do was hopefully these guys got. We don't know what their loyalty is, but when you pay them, it gets loyal. Do we actually need? No, we don't need supplies. What I would like to do. That would be nice if I had the points. Spy on my army. I don't need to do that. I don't. I wanted this one. You're too remote to do this action. I didn't know that was the thing to do that. Okay. Well, we have 1 point left. What else can we use it on? What's this place? Yeah, this is the same thing. We can do a gun repair shop. I don't know if we're going to keep this area, so let's go back over to here. This place is looking pretty good. We could tear down the temples, or we can let's do a gun repair shop here too. It just costs 1 and $10. Money is something we have. That was a plus 20. This one's flying up. All right, well, I guess we could have moved this guy into here in next turn. That's what I should have done. Oh, well. Useful features. That was the alt thing. Yeah, it keeps jumping to this, and I keep going, oh my god, my guys are all dead, because it's, in the corner. But they're not dead. Oh, look, remember I was like, I want to be friends with those guys. Those guys have been completely defeated. This is another thing I really like about this game. It's this fucking chaos. It's total fucking chaos. We're going to take, what is this? What does this symbol mean? All right, we got to look at this. We got 0 reports there. 0 reports. 3 reports. The gun shop is at... Oh, no, the modern agriculture's at 3. The gun shop went up 3, and the repair went up 5. And then Doom District. And there's a flood. A devastating flood inundated the area. Countless victims lost their lives, belongings. Hunger and cholera will certainly make their appearance. The vitality went down. I mean, what can we do? We're going to get the fuck out of Dodge is what we're going to do. We're going to take this place. Oh, no, they came back, and they have a large army. No, wait, we were going to go after these guys. They came back, too. No, they're different people. Let's kill these guys quick while we still have time. We're not pinned. What are you guys looking like? You got 5. So this is like a quality of life thing, and this would just be to have on here. So there's 2 different things that really annoy me. When you get 2 guys and one of them's leading an army and the other one isn't, it's really easy to accidentally spend one guy's points on the other guy's army. It's really easy to do that. So there needs to be a way to that not happen. But also, when you zoom in, it shows who's leading what army, but it doesn't show it out here. And it also should just show their stats, so I don't have to click on this. There's so much extra clicking. So that's 2 clicks just to get to the screen to see what their morale is. And that's all I needed to know, Now, we're not going to pay them. We're not going to pillage. I would like to recruit soldiers, but we're not going to do that either. We're on the move, man. We're fighting. We're going to move into here, which are supply 0. Assholes. 2,000. We're going to move into here. And now we don't have enough of this, but that shouldn't matter. We probably had guys desert or something. Yeah, so like 190 guys deserted. So we got to remember that too, that we want to have an extra amount of the worker guys, way more than we need. So because every time we move, they desert. And then we're going to claim this thing. And once again, the weird, it just pops around. I don't know why there's even this third. Maybe it's just so it's easier to see. You can clear out like some of the guys that are running around. I don't know. I don't know what this other level is used for. Like, does it look? Let's look at another province. Let's go to like this one. No, they all have the same background. I was thinking it was terrain, but it's not terrain. It's just annoying. If you go out to here, it also says like your victory conditions. Right? Well, no, that's 400 turns. We've done 4 or something. And we're at a move, so we'll do next turn. And we already know how to do that. We still are holding all of our places. These guys are just having it out. These guys, I'm pretty sure that's those guys. So that's fine. We're allied with them. I don't know where these guys went. I think they got wiped out. It probably would take them off my thing that well, maybe not. So let's go over to here. All of these places have a flashing thing, so let's check our status here. We got Doom District, we got Doom District, we got Doom District, and we got a repair shop. So everything's like mired in tradition. I guess we could go around smashing stuff, but look how much fucking money we have. Is this still at 0? It is. I wonder why that's at 0. Oh, because it's like a Buddhist temple or something. Tibetan. All right, I guess we won't go after that guy's shit. Look at this guy's shit, though. It's just sitting open. It's calling to me. It could have gotten plundered down to its... Well, its vitality is only 79%. I wonder if it has something to do with this. Yes, the agricultural income is reduced by the monk score. Oh, burning down the temple will only decrease the monk score, not suppress the trait. Whatever that means. Well, this is kind of looking nice, too. With our tiny little army, we're just like running around. Taking shit. I mean, we can't stop anyone from taking it back. Look at this guy. He's got a death head on him. Oh, that's his actual flag. Huh. Oh, here there is a way. Oh, this is my character thing again. I keep doing that. I do need to move here. Probably it costs 2. The problem is that you got so little movement. If I had another character, that's what I was trying. Why I was trying to get extra guys so I could supporters, so I can get another character. How are we looking over here? I think there's nothing we could do to stop anything that would happen anyways. Like if these guys moved in and attack us, but no, these are not our allies. These guys look like our allies, but they're not. They're tricking us. I tried to become friends. Was it these guys that I tried it with? I can't even remember. There is that diplomacy screen. It doesn't tell you much, though. By relationship. Here we go. Is this sorted? It looks like it's sorted. Yeah, so we're like at a 10 with everybody, except for that top guy. So there's a lot of these. We can go all the way to the top here. Here we're going around the world. So the National oh yeah, it was the National Pacifying Army was the ones I tried to be friends with. Open the government panel. The Beijing government. This doesn't really apply to us at this point. We're just like a little warlord running around. So it was these guys that I tried to become friends with. Who are these guys? We don't want to get killed. I mean, we want to just be friendly with everybody right now, so maybe we should try to be friends with these guys while we kind of expand around the back here. This is Chin Shufan. I wonder if this is a real number of, or if this is vague, because and there was another panel that says like these things are lying to you. Oh, we could propose an alliance, huh? Send your best diplomats for this action. I feel like we have so much fucking money. Oh my god, we have so much face too. Normally I'm use it so quickly. Okay, we got to do this. I know I ponder too much for my turns. That's why the world is so slow for every turn-based game I make. Okay, so we have to get workers. These guys have to have workers to move. So we can't move and attack this turn. So let's deal with that first. We got to, how are you guys looking? It cost 1 to pay him, and then it cost, I don't know how much it costs. This is another thing that he should do. He should put the cost of the thing here. So when you click on it, you can, and also I don't think this pay troops each turn thing works. I'll click it, but last time I clicked that, it didn't actually do anything. I still had to pay him. So this is only 1. So that's gonna, we can recruit these here. So we have oh, that was nice. That was a nice pull. We can either move into this province. I wonder if I can put, it says he's leading this. Oh, you know what? No, it has a special thing that's like leading, it has like an arrow that's what this is. This is an arrow. It's pointing down. So we can move this guy into this province so that we can have better control. Promote officer. Increases the rank of the, well, we don't have a that word that I can't say. Lead troops personally. This is the one I want. You have to have the officer, which we don't have an officer thing, so we can't do that anyways. We're a warlord. We're not an officer. I don't think we would make it there. I think we'd be killed on the way. You know what I mean? Like that's a long walk to get to the coast. We're here. They would shoot us. What's the name of that? The Long March. So I think what we'll do instead of, because moving that, so the option was moving the guy here, or let's try to peace out with these guys. Cultivate friendship is actually what I want first. And these guys have guns. You know, the surviving guys have some guns. I don't know. Yeah, they all have guns. We need more people. And that's the end of my turn. We hold on here. Let's check this stuff. Now I'm becoming more familiar with this area. Teach modern, doomed. Everything's doomed. Let's go back over to here. And these guys have a pretty significant area. It's kind of interesting how like these legitimate, well, like somewhat legitimate factions are allied with like me, the warlord guy. Let's do the move. Let's double check that I didn't fuck something up. Everything looks great. We paid them. It says they're paid, and we have so much fucking money. So that's what I needed these guys for. This is what that's why I was like, should I move this guy over here so I can start doing that thing? So to recruit more, you click here, you need 25 of these supporters. To get supporters, you got to get them from your army. It's an army option, but it won't let me do it because my guy is in that, my actual leader's in that other province. So that's the problem with why I can't do that. So I was like, that's what I was thinking last turn. Should I move this guy over to here to try to do that, or to this province, or should I have him try to be friends? And I feel like friends might have been more important at this point. If these guys keep fighting with each other, I'm happy they can waste their troops while I slowly increase my income. My income's fucking insane, though. We should probably start digging our troops out of the ground. We could give 4,000 there. 4,000 and then work. Look at that supply capacity went down. We should probably start trying to build up troops. This is what we should do. This will be our long-term goal here. We'll take this. We'll head back to our home base. Hopefully we can move into here from here. If not, we can go this way. But I guess this is now our home base. We could also, we could move the guy in here. Next turn we'll move the guy into this territory. And then we'll start trying to build up. This says 2,000, 1,000. This is actually my best province, though. We want to get back to that province. Yeah, the leader characters are these guys, and it requires 25 supporters. The supporters you get from your army. So it's a big, long, convoluted thing. Yeah, it seems crazy, right? So we have enough workers. We're gonna claim this place. That's the end of my turn. And I can't get it from my armor or my army because I'm not in there. Oh yeah, these guys let them fight. Yeah, you guys just keep fighting amongst yourself. Leave me the fuck alone. So let's see if I can get back in here. Yeah, no, I clicked on the wrong thing. Where? Okay, so this will allow me back in there. So I think that's probably what we should do. If these get taken, so you can, but I don't have this spy character, and that's what I'm going to recruit as a spy. And we do have like so much money. Like holy shit, we have a lot of money. And so this is another thing where earlier I said like if you've played another faction, you're going to do significantly better. There's a group of guys called the White Russians. They're over here. It's these guys right here. They're unbribable, but you wouldn't know that unless you've played them because it's a thing. Or maybe it says on them. Let's look. Where's one of them? Here's one of them right here. No, it doesn't say on them. They kind of run around. They kind of run around over here in this little area. There's two different groups. There's one of them here, and then there's one group here, the Mad Baron. We might check out the Mad Baron. He's kind of an interesting person to play. Supposedly, so I guess what they are is, when the revolution happened in Russia, these dudes fled with their troops into China and then tried to like carve out a stronghold. Is that his name? I think that might be his name. No, there's that guy, Andre. I assume most of these people are real people. There's this guy, and there's another one. Where's his army? They're actually really easy to play because you can just roll through. I don't know where the fuck his other army is. Oh, he's down here. Oh, no, that's that army. There's another one. Oh yeah, I never played the Kaiserreich mod, and I wanted to, and I don't remember why I never did. I think was that the one does that one require all the DLC? I can't find his army. Maybe he lost it. Who knows where the fuck it is? But then there's the Mad Baron guy is up here. He's also insane. He's a crazy person to play. He's actually doing pretty good. Were they in some other spot? That's quite possible. Anyways, so that's why I was saying, like, the different factions play totally differently. This game is crazy. Oh, it doesn't require. I wonder why I didn't play it. Maybe I was burned out on Hearts of Iron. Maybe I need to look back at it at Hearts of Iron. Is it in the workshop? Okay. We're going to move. We got 4 points. Awesome. A lot of the Victoria 3 mods are, and that other mod you told me about, what you told me about that, right? The end of whatever. That's why I decided I don't want to mod games anymore. Paradox games. Let me rephrase that. I don't want to mod games that have the ability to be in the workshop. And that mod after the end wasn't in the workshop. Okay. Yeah, I couldn't find it. There was like some weird copy of it. There was like some guy, said like, I made a copy of this and just put it in the workshop. So let's move this guy back to here. Or wait. Yeah. Let's move this guy back to here. I don't really want to start a war with these other guys, but I think that we got to do it at some point, right? If we can take this capital. In fact, our land is better than this capital. Maybe we should, like, who's this guy? That's our ally. I know. I just sent to be peaceful with these guys. Did I just fuck this all up? We should probably be going after these guys. Yeah, it's fine. Like when I started in this one, so actually I get better recruits and shit here too. Anyways, we're here now. So we can do, the first thing I want to do is look out. Yeah, so he is paying every turn, so that's great. I want to pick up, this is how you get your supporters. Pick hand-picked men. And we got 6, which is nice. We could do it again. I got 2 more points. You found it on the workshop? I couldn't find it. Recruit soldiers. Do we want to recruit? We don't have any guns. Do I have any guns? Faction guns? I have 0 faction guns, I believe. Yeah, I have 0 faction guns. Those things aren't done being built yet. How fucking long does this take? We're at 40. 65. All right, so let's do this. We got 2 more points left. Let's just blaze through this. Why am I taking so long? There we go. Great. Let's hire, what does this guy do? A police character? No. Spy. A spy is really good. An officer would actually be useful to stick with our troops. He can do additional training and stuff. And he can move them around. So that could be a useful trait. Maybe we should get an officer first, then this, because then we have more points for this guy to just like be getting more supporters to get the next guy. What does this guy do? A statesman? I don't know what they do. Diplomat. Is there a smuggler? That's a good, this guy has smuggling. He has the smuggling. Oh no, I'm clicking the wrong button. He has Underworld Master, conducts illegal activities and does businesses with secret societies. Okay, he's not a smuggler. That is a different thing. Doesn't look like I can, it doesn't look like I can recruit. We can make a deal with the other powers. I think I'm going to go with this first. Spy is pretty good. I think the officer, so we can have him attached and he'll move around the troops. I think that's the thing. And then it takes us 25. We have so much of this. It's crazy. Like I said, usually I'm scraping by. His name is Lee Ollie. Whoops. I was trying to like look at him. He's an opium addict. He's a gambler and a swashbuckler. This guy sucks. Wonder if he's a real person. Like, I wonder if they like went through a wiki. I'm gonna look it up. I'm just curious. Liu AI. Yeah, it's not gonna find Chinese. No, with the letters AI in it, it's never gonna find that. All right, all right. So we're gonna add this guy to our team for $25. 25 face. Then we're going to go to our army and so this is where shit can go bad. And I'm going to actually save it because shit can go bad very easily here. We're the people's army. I don't find that believable. We're a fucking warlord. All right, so what I'm talking about is shit going bad is you can accidentally use this guy's points for what this guy does. And it can be devastating. This guy has 4 points though, and he is selected. We probably I want him. Why can't he join them? The other guy could. Maybe no, he's not officially in there. He probably doesn't have enough of something. But we're going to have him do like the. So this guy isn't really leading those guys. He's sitting around somewhere. Increase the rank of the commander. The loyalty of the shielding will increase with rank, but he'll require higher pay. Yeah, I want this guy to do it. Maybe I gotta wait till next turn. If he's got 4 points left, though, let's do this first. So this guy has a shit ton of money. This guy doesn't get money in face every turn. I think he gets face depending on what happens. But this guy's gonna get all the money because he owns all the provinces. So when it has this little thing, like if this guy now starts moving around and taking stuff, he's going to own the provinces and he'll get the money. But in the meantime, this guy gets all the money. And it costs one chi to switch money between them. So I'm going to use this chi to give this guy like a living shit ton of stuff. Okay, not a living shit ton. Control press is 100. And then we'll give this guy like 700. Because he's going to be getting stuff every turn. He won't. And I think he does get face. What is the other button? Shift will transfer. You have between. All right. Well, I guess that's what we'll do. And then this guy now has a bunch of shit. So maybe he can do more stuff. He can. He still can't. He still can't lead them himself. I wonder why. Does he not have the officer trait? Can trade, inspect, and lead troops. I converted these guys into regular troops, I'm pretty sure. Did I not do that? I thought I did. Yeah, because now they have recruit soldier and recruit troops. I would actually prefer lead troops personally. Your character not travel to these troops. Your troops they also gain some bonus from around fighting the charismatic and strategist, which he's neither. It's possible. That's totally possible. Like I said, it normally has like a little arrow that's like flashing. I don't know if it's flashing. I think it's yellow next to him that says like this guy is actually leading the troops. He doesn't have the officer trait, so I don't know. But you could totally be right. So we still have 4 points left, so we might as well use these points to. It costs $100 to recruit some guys. We have no guns, but let's recruit some dudes. Okay, I thought I was gonna get like 100 or 200. Well, that's a problem. Now we're gonna starve to death. Okay. Our morale went way down. We need workers. He has 2 points. Can we hold 5,000 guys here? We can hold 4,000. No. I totally thought I was gonna get like a. Once again, the Mongols, you get like 5 guys. So you do that all the time, and you're like, yeah, my army is 1,000 dudes now. Okay. Well, let's get workers twice, I suppose. Once, I suppose. Well, that's all we got left. So let's do that one more time. We'll pay the $10. And oh, this increases the local peasantry. So now let's look at. We also next turn we're gonna have to like build up this army. So the local peasantry here is pretty bad, but it's not terrible. Ding. No, this isn't going through mine. This one's still at 0. We're gonna have to, but now this guy has the ability to do more shit. Balancing the power. Provincial governors. You can control a provincial capital. Local warlordism. Your bandit and warlord characters can simply carve their domain and control district. Provided they have troops in it, the action will make the new tax collector. Can delegate adjourn. Oh, so we need a generalissimo, I think is what we needed instead of holy fuck. That was our from one turn? Oh no, that was the guy that was the guy we gave all our money to. So we didn't lose very many guys, it looked like, if we lost any. Guajin carefully sent huge amounts of money to different banks in Hong Kong and Shanghai. There are even rumors of treasures he may have buried his in sacred wood or dropped in a remote lake. It's possible to value it exactly the sums that evaporated this way. That's what it was talking. So he robbed us. So I kind of like that your leaders are shitbags too. You know, I don't think they're all shitbags, but we still got this going on. So we have a lot more options now that we got this second guy. A lot more options. One, we could attack these guys and die. We could attack those guys. Those are our allies. I was trying to ally up with these dudes. So this is going to... I'm gonna go back to him. I don't want to forget. Yeah, it looks like we have to have a generalissimo, which fucking sucks. It's not the end of the world. He's gonna cost me 50 now, though. I would have gotten him first. I know I don't have enough. I just wanted to see what it said about him, and that would be nice too. You know, if it told you what it said about him, or maybe that's a trait. That could be a trait as well. This guy's just an officer. It's such a bummer. I can't have him attached. It doesn't. It's he can still do stuff. Actually, we could move him into this other province and use him to attack into these other places. And if he's in this province, he can get supporters, and we can get a spy or whatever. And we have 4,000 guys. They would all starve here, so we can't do that. Man, these provinces are rough with the amount of troops we got. Maybe. Maybe that's a good idea. Create cavalry. I actually like. What will this do? The lower the loyalty. Cavalry armies are better because they can move. Well, I guess they're not that much better in this. I don't think I can assign them to an army because it says I needed a generalissimo to assign people. Wherever that was. Where the fuck was that? Fucking guys robbing his own faction. But that could be a trait. Well, it wouldn't. Well, I guess it is going to be kind of hard to get 500 or get 50. So we can. This is what we'll do. We're going to decide who we're attacking. If we attack this guy, I was hoping this would give us a little better intel. It did not. Somebody attacked with 75 guys and they died. Oh, maybe they were bandits or something. This guy's our ally. What do we got over here? That looks like maybe our ally as well. He is not our ally. We got a medium army here, though. I gotta decide my plan before I, wow, that supply is 5,000? There's some death heads dudes over here, though. Are these like Nazis? Oh no, this guy. I keep seeing this guy. I think his guys are really good. It says they're diamond quality. That's the highest quality. But if we just attack them regularly, we probably could get rid of them. So we would all starve here, and then we could hit them here, and then we'd have a second base. This is the capital. Fuck that. We could just go straight into the capital of that province, and then we would own it. Of course, all our guys are going to starve on the way. None of these have any 4,000s, huh? That's still at 0. Yeah, when it says no rifles, I'm wondering if they're, it's supposed to mean like they have like muskets and stuff too. There are Juki, how's it going? There are like the White Russians when I was playing them. They has the actually it has the slots for tanks. When one of my units when I was originally looking at it, didn't have this tanks thing even here. So I don't know if that was a bug or they couldn't get them. But yeah, like there's a machine gun. Sometimes you just get one machine gun and one cannon. These guys are green. Let's do this. Let's go. This is empty. This isn't an ally. Let's head for this. We'll all starve, but fuck it. That's part of we would have been fine earlier. We don't have any guns. Yeah, we got like two guns. Okay. He's gonna probably become pinned, which is like you can't move for a turn. So this is what we'll do. See, this is why I was talking about. This is really easy to fuck this. I'm pointing at it with my hand. I'm like down here at the bottom. It's really to fuck this up because I accidentally almost used this guy's chi to move this army, which I don't want to do. I want this guy to move it. We will move this army to here. You need to either select this. Oh, so maybe this guy is in that army. Maybe he is leading this army, even though it doesn't say that thing. Wow, this guy was a major fuck up to buy that guy then. Can I have him? I guess it's not a major fuck up. We can do this the other way then. This guy will lead him over. My leader will lead them over. And we'll leave this guy behind. Just standing around with a thumb up his ass. So he'll go over there. Then. Oh, we can move twice? I've never seen. It must be because they have roads and shit. We'll move. Are we on the right guy? Him to here. Then we don't have enough. We have enough workers. We don't have enough guns or anything. We don't want to recruit anything. Okay, so next turn we can claim this. Take salute. You're too remote. Do we have 2 points? We have 2 points. Okay, so we're gonna move this guy to here. And so now that dude's in this province. This guy is now in this province, so he can give commands to that, do special shit over here. This guy, I was going to use him differently, but we'll just have to deal with it. We'll have him do stuff in here. He's got a bunch of money, so we'll use up that money. I think what we should do with him is, so I was going to use him to like get more supporters and stuff from the army, but we'll deal with that guy. We could create an army, and I kind of want a cavalry army right now. Let's try to get some economy going here. There's no roads here in Baiji. What about this place? We were working on this place. Let's see if we can. Oh, there's no roads here. How are we moving around? I thought we had roads, but no anythings. I guess it is dirt paths. I totally thought because the Mongol ones, man, you only can move one step per. I keep talking about this. I should have just played the Mongols, right? It's every time I play anything, it's always you just talk about the Mongols. Uh, let's build a road. Let's make it last because we got the cash. Vroom. See, like I said, the guy's got a sense of humor. He's making jokes and shit about a very brutal. We're gonna build a road here, and then we're gonna go back, and I want to see how our road neck works at 1%. So we got 45 on our guns here. And then we got 70% here and 16%. So this little area is going to be our little built up area unless we lose it. So we probably should next turn start building another army here. I really like the cavalry armies better because they can move fast through the desert, but why the fuck would I care about that in this province? No, I don't know. Um, I forgot about the middle mouse thing. That's why actually, if there is a way to turn that off, oh, that is a quicker thing. This guy has like a special ability because he's a swashbuckler. I think he can do that. So and then this is like him interacting with him because these guys aren't 100% loyal and like they could leave and take this shit. Okay, so we're here and we can take this province thing right now and we're gonna do it. To hell with it. Now I've never actually taken a province capital. Now we'll find out. I'm going to take a quick break, but let's see what these reports are. We had a bunch of shit going on here. We still have the doomed issue. We got the gun repair. We got doom. We got doom. We got doom. And we got 0 things here because we just took this. I'm actually doing okay. This has been pretty easy. It may seem like I overthink things, but any of the Mongol guys, you're like running scared right in the hills. You're like, can I attack that guy? And you're like, fuck no. And then you just run away and you pillage and you go hide. And there's one guy who's insane and he just goes insane all the time. All right, I'm going to take a quick break. I'll be back in less than 5 minutes. Okay, I was looking at the player handbook here while I was outside, and it's hard for me to read it in this light. Off the thing, this is the thing Power was talking about. The last ability gain, which is at level 13, is uh, is the fabled attack, which enables the monk to set up vibrations in the body of the victim, and the monk can then control such vibrations as to cause death to occur when the monk stops them. When the monk stops them, I can barely read this. It's dark. I'm going blind, I guess. Uh, Known as the quivering palm, the monk merely touches the victim to set up the death of vibration. The victim can be virtually any creature. The power is limited as follows. It's once per week. The monk must touch the intended victim within 3 melee rounds. Has no effect on the undead. The victim cannot have more hit dice than the monk using the power. So anything that's level 13 or down. Oh yeah, well yeah, and he's gonna have it before you. The command to die, the control of the vibration must be given by the monk within a set time limit, or else the vibrations simply increase of their own accord and do no damage whatsoever. The time limit of death command is 1 day per level. Oh yeah, and I remember a player when I was DMing using that or saying they were going to use it and like just touch someone, right? Not in combat, and then like a week later be like, now he dies. But in that, I think you had to be somewhat good of a monk in first edition. I can't remember. I mean, it's right there. I can look at it. Um, all right, what are we doing here? Did I turn on my break timer? I did. Okay, so we've captured this. I wonder what that gives us. A gun repair shop. This is by far request governorship. Here it is. The governor may grant you or not the governorship. A success will cancel the governorship of other provinces. The character's loyalty may decrease and his personal relationship with the government faction will increase. This is my main guy. I don't see a reason why not to do this. I mean, the plan was never going to take this province, but we're doing better in this province than in the other province, so I guess we could do it here. We have an army here. I was going to make another army in that other, I'm pointing at it. It's over there. In that other province. I mean, I was going to say we could abandon this province, but there's no reason to abandon this one. We could continue getting the money. I mean, that's a lot of money to be coming in. I wonder if we could change who runs this place. Like, can this guy claim it? It doesn't look like he can. He can create armies, though. And it has 4,000. Yeah, so we should still continue creating another army here. And I think we'll claim this one. We'll claim this thing. We'll try to claim it, that is. I request governorship. He's got 4. Well, let's check my army. You always got to check your army. We have auto pay turned on, but it looks like it has a red thing around it. No, we're good. See the auto pay turned off, which is weird. Oh, I'm on the wrong guy. But even then, the auto pay is turned off. They got well. We'll keep it. We're rich. Oh shit! It's very. It turned off when we recruited more guys. That's expensive. That used up all of his stuff too. So that's a bummer. We do want to do this. This guy has a lot of points. Let's create so we're doing this for the other army, I believe. Cavalry will prevent enemies like bandits to flee if they're not mounted. Kills more enemies if they're fleeing, be more effective. So he's gonna have like a little bonus here. We got enough workers. We don't have any guns. It says, you know, he had the ability to. It says he had the ability to do illegal shit, but I don't see it actually happening. Let's go back to this other province. And this is, you know what we should do actually? What are, yeah, tear down. What can we do over here? Can we have you? It's just the one. We could, this doesn't have any of the monk thing. Oh, he only has that. Oh, I picked my army, not the province. He can do the gun shop here, and he can request governorship, but I don't want him to do the governorship. So we'll do a gun shop over here because this is gonna be our real base now. This is gonna be it. We're gonna expand out from here. We might have to send somebody in to like take this because it gives you $24. Even though he'll lose a bunch of guys, maybe we'll make a cavalry army and ride over there. But I don't know what I did there. 3 tips to avoid treason. Avoid having more than 6 characters. Beware of ambitious and opportunistic characters. Read character reports and reward loyalty. How would I reward them? That stuff's normal. Everything's normal there. Yeah, I don't, in first edition, I don't remember us ever playing where you actually had to kill the guy. When I gave him money, did it say his loyalty went up? I already forgot how that happened. Let's see now. Oh, my other guy is supervising this from afar. I would like this guy, he's selected, to request governorship here. It's been turned down. The petty official and the government may have feared, rightfully, your ambition. You won't forget the effort. This character's relationship with the leader of the government faction decrease your relation with the... Okay, so how do we deal with that? I think what we got to do is we go to the Beijing government as these guys. Oh, it's kind of hard to tell which one's which, though. Income and stocks. Oh, it's these guys. Those are my allies, aren't they? The Geely click is my... I think it does. There's so much stuff that I haven't even seen in this. It costs 13... Is that what that's saying? $1,354 to do that? These guys are tough. But they are also my allies, so I guess that's a... Yeah, this is them. Okay, well... Can we do anything here? The members of the dominant faction don't understand why there's so few of it represented in the government. Ambitious characters of the faction controlling the government. All right. Well, they have ministers. I don't recognize any of these guys' names. I feel like I should. Oh, this guy's getting like special stuff because they're... All right. Well, they're not going to let us into power right now. He still has 3 points left. What can we do with this army? I thought I turned on auto pay. I guess I didn't. No, I did, but I guess it's not working. We have enough workers. I don't want any more soldiers. I would like them to not be so shitty. We definitely need some handpicked men. We might actually need to do this every turn this time. Yeah, let's get all of this. So if we can get another dude, maybe we can get a Generalissimo, which would allow us to assign the people or whatever. I was thinking about a spy. I mean, it's not the end of the world that this guy's over here. Then this guy we were gonna have him raise a new army. But I guess he can't. No, only the other guy can raise the army because he's the leader of the faction. So it really sucks that I couldn't put them over here. This guy can only tear down. Why can you only tear down stuff, man? Why can't you be a good leader and build? I guess we could just go to town and start tearing down. What is this going to do? It gives instant dollars but will decrease your influence with all the population, decreases the tradition score. Oh, you know why he can't do anything here is because we already built everything there until it's done, I think. Yeah, that's the issue. So let's go with... I feel like this place is safer. It's a doomed district. We can do a gun shop, or we can build a road. I'm gonna go with it takes $1 and $10. Yeah, let's just do a gun shop on all these places. That's pretty inexpensive, and we have quite the money. Let's gun shop all this shit. And since it takes so fucking long, and I think he has one more point left. Request governorship? No. And then so he has one more point left. We got to do something with it. We could do something to this army. What army? What can you do to this army? You can recruit or you can pay them. Well, I don't really want to do either. I don't think we pay these guys. So if we have an extra point left, maybe what we should be doing is this middle thing here. Yeah, so it is we got to do this more frequently. We don't know this guy's loyalty. Mortal Banquet. The easiest way to assassinate a friend or someone from your faction or from an allied faction. You will be such a poor guest that you will lose 250 face. Loyalty among your faction will greatly increase. A mortal banquet. And what can he do? Oh, it's the same thing. Oh, there's more choices down here. Oh, no. No, there is not. Yeah, this game is fucking insane. He has that 1 point left. What can we do? I guess we'll hire... It's better to have too many of these than not enough of the worker guys. It really would have been better if I could have swapped those. So I wonder, too, I gave him all that money. I wonder if I reward him, if it goes into this part or if it's just gone. We'll find out in a second. Let's check these guys' loyalty. They're down to 5. We probably should auto pay these guys. I don't know what my actual, so it'd also be really nice if you had an actual income. This is your total and then a plus 17 or whatever you make. I would also, we were trying to get to 50 though. I would also like to train these guys. Can you train these guys? Can you? You cannot. You're too remote. We could move the guy over here. We were going to recruit an army over here, but I think we need... Well, that's the thing. Well, we have 8 things we can do with this guy over here. Okay, so man, what a pain in my ass. This guy can't create an army. This guy can, but he's got to be in the province. This guy, but we could probably create an army in this other province. The thing is moving between the two. We don't have that much, Well, it's 2,000. We could, if we keep an army of less than, what's this? Oh, we have some sort of thing happening down here. Uh, Basic shit. Doomed. These things are hard to read too. You know what I mean? Like the way they're set up. Drought is the problem. -5. There's a thing you can do in droughts though too. Is you can. Well, I guess you can't. Sometimes here it's this one. This guy can do it. He can send commodity price cap. Will make the starvation in 25 turns sooner. So will lower influence over the gentry and merchant. Oh, I know what it's talking about. It's like it's limiting the price so that if there's like no food, you know, they're price gouging everybody. We can collect next year's taxes. That's not going to cause a problem in ancient China, not ancient China, in 1920s China, collecting next year's taxes early. Never, that would never cause a problem. So we could create another army here. The problem is that I just thought of the supply cap for this place is only 4,000 now. So what the fuck? Everything that I want to do is blocked by something. If I had just hired a generalissimo first. I mean, so this guy, can he do, these are rhetorical questions. He can do it from anywhere. I mean, he can't create an army, but he can do a bunch of other stuff. He can do all 15 things no matter where he is. Okay, so first let's deal with this thing. What is our, the peasantry hate us. The gentry is fine. Workers are 37. I am assuming 100 is the highest. Let's go back to, we have some other foreign, ask for foreign relief. Yeah, that sends the Christian missionaries in. Let's send food. That costs 10. That's cheap. Less refugees. Influence over peasants and workers went up 1. That wasn't very good. Let's do commodity price cap. We'll make starvation and is this a starvation, right? No, this is just famine and drought. Ends in 290 turns. We'll make starvation end sooner. We'll lower influence by we'll increase influence in workers by 10. Yeah, it's a long it's a long time. Uh is this the same thing though? County income and there will be the troops cannot rely on county income is lower and there will be more volunteers to join the army as workers. Oh, maybe we do pay the workers. I'm gonna do it, even though it doesn't. This is famine. It doesn't, and this says starvation. I feel like starvation's a different thing. Periodically, this policy increases the risk of revolt. That's nice. So we have 2 points left. We can't build an. I'm just double checking. We can't build an army over here with this guy unless he's in the thing. So let's send him to here. Now he's back. Then this guy is now, where the fuck did I send? I sent this guy over to here. He's got 4 points left. He still has a little bit of money and stuff too. These guys are still at 5. We need guns, is what we need. Our faction still has not got any gun. Oh, because none of our gun shops are ready. Um, We'll move your character in this location. I thought this guy was already over here. Maybe I never moved him. Maybe I just talked about it. I like to talk about stuff, obviously. Let's see. Yeah, he's still over here. Okay, so then we're going to move this guy. Why am I moving him over here? I can't remember, but I did know that I wanted to move him over here. Let's move him to here. Then he can't do any. Oh, that used it said 2. Did I move the wrong guy? No, it just bumped me to the wrong thing. Train troops, pay the troops. I would like you guys to get better. You guys are awful. Oh wow, increase. Oh, did I say pay? I thought I clicked train. I totally thought I clicked train, but I guess I didn't. Well, now they're very happy. And all we got is more recruitment, which we don't need. I don't want this guy to pay every month. He has 1 more point left. What can we do with this? It says he can do 10 things here. What can he do down here? Donate to the monastery. We don't want to do that. He can tear down the Buddhist temples. We could do it. To really try to get that tradition down. That would be kind of crazy just to start tearing that shit down. I mean, we could go full commie. Like that isn't that's like where we're going anyways. Let's do it. This is in our capital. Influence with all non-student classes, tradition. Okay, well, what's this button? It says that we're starving here now. I don't know. It was the tradition. The people are unhappy, so I think they're paying us for less. All right. Well, starvation is going to happen. We have too many people, anyways. Too many soldiers. Circular telegram. The Fang Ting clique issued a circular telegram calling the. All right. So these guys are the Zeely clique. Is the guys who are in charge. Oh, and they broke up. So they're no longer allied. And the Zeely clique and the Shaanxi clique. The Shaanxi clique has sided with the Zeely clique, and the following factions have joined with the other guys, and the following factions cancels previous agreements to stay neutral. Hunan and the Shaanxi People's Army. What does that mean? Okay, that means that those guys are no longer our allies. Only these brown dudes are. And they are... No. They are... There's another way to get to these guys, I think, to these things. I guess it is this. I guess the other way to do it is to... I thought clicking on this brought it up, but I guess... There we go. I guess I wasn't clicking on it right. These guys are Li Kuhu, and he has 4 places, but he's only got 400 troops. I don't really want to waste my time cultivating friendship. Oh, is that who this is? This guy? Chin Shufan? You remember that guy's name? From the game or from like history? That's Um, these are the guys. Well, no, I didn't. I was like, these are the guys I tried to be friends with. It wasn't these guys. Um, I should probably. I don't want to start. I don't want to lose these places. They're really good income. You got a good memory, or maybe my memory is just so terrible that whenever anyone's slightly better memory than me, I'm like, wow, it's an amazing memory. So we should probably. So we were friends with these guys. I tried to become friends with these guys. Maybe we should try to become friends with these guys since they're right here. What kind of? They just have a small and a medium. I sent this guy over here. This guy specifically over here to create an army. So let's do that because now I'm worried. Um, I don't have enough face. I need 200 face. Holy shit. Remember I got rid of that army earlier? Like at the beginning? District Justice. Oh, that's what a statesman does. 200 face is a lot. How much face do you got? You got 95. This guy's got a living shit ton of money, though. This is what we'll do. I wonder how much I get per turn. Yeah, this doesn't tell me anything. There needs to be an economic page. Like I said, the UI is trash in this game. Like, oh, it's not as bad as the whatever game I was whining about the other day, Victoria 3 or something, that you never have enough information. It was Victoria 3. Good God, you need more information than that. But in this, like, there's weird stuff. Like, why don't you know how much face you get each turn? Because you need to plan ahead. Like, how much can I spend this turn? Maybe disaffiliate. They bumped me out. They got rid of me. They ended that thing without any. It just said like I didn't get any choices. It just said there was like that was the political climate had changed, and it bumped me. And now I'm just the only ally I have is those one guys. I tried to like befriend the one guys that were the. Well, it's not really irrelevant because now I don't have an ally that might be strong. I don't know if they pay attention to that. You know what I mean? Like this guy was the strong guy, and or are they still in? And let's look. They're still in the government. They still run the Chinese government. They just don't like me. Oh, they only have one allied faction. Yeah, so that it was the Shanxi clique was the only one who joined when this thing. So everyone else is against them now. But we lost. It just said that like they're neutral. We stayed neutral. Like I said, it didn't give me a choice. I would have tried to stick along with them. I guess we could try to become allies with them again. We could do some kissing, not kicking. I think they control a pretty significant chunk of stuff. There's that. They even controlled stuff in my area. Yeah, they control this whole thing. Oh, in fact, I bet you that's what this color coding is on this map. Yep, they control all this shit. So this is us, sort of. We kind of control this, and then blue kind of controls that. I mean, we control the capital, but it's not. It's in bad shape. The capital's in bad shape. Do we have... Oh, there's a number of bandits there. 1,000, 1,000. Man, we're just getting hit with like the 1, 2. This is now our best spot again. All right, so what to do this turn? I would like to actually try to befriend these guys. They got a couple of armies there. We can't make an army. So can we use the middle mouse on this? Right click? No. There was a review that I read, and someone said like, I played this game for 5 hours. This is, I'm paraphrasing because I can't remember exactly. It was like, I played this game for 5 hours. I was doing so amazing. And then all of a sudden, everyone marched their armies through my territory and slaughtered me. We could see that to be about to happen here. I want to talk to these guys. Propose an alliance. I would like to first cultivate friendship. And then they only got 5,000 guys, but I don't have a dude anywhere. So what can this guy do? Nothing much here. The whole plan of moving this guy over here was to have him I swear I swear there's some math's not adding up with the face stuff. We could request the governorship again. That costs 50 though. We need to save our face. We need to save face. What can we do down here? This doesn't cost any face. And the peasants and shit like us. Not very much, but... Alright, so that's the end of that guy's turn. This guy, how is our army looking here? Unit needs more rifles. You should smuggle some rifles. I would love to. This can be done in the district screen on locations that are smuggling hubs. I don't have any smuggling hubs. All our workers split. So I don't want to recruit any soldiers because we're all going to starve to death. There's nowhere for these guys to go, I don't think. That's actually not true. Zian. Where the fuck is that? Gobi. Is that a different province? It's in Shanghai. It is right here. Opiums and railways. I know where there's some in Mongolia. Smuggling hubs. It's a weird thing. It's like a thing that just appears occasionally. I'll be like, hey, do you want to smuggle some guns? And I'm, yeah. So we could get guns from the Europeans. That would be the other, or the Japanese, I guess. That'd be the other option. The other thing I just thought of too, if these guys are going to starve to death, they have 6 provinces. I thought they were down to 1. If these guys are going to starve to death, maybe we should just send them to starve to death down here and capture this. I like to think about every single goddamn thing that I do. So you can't send them to specific towns, I don't think. Maybe you can. I guess you can. Let's try to find one. Oh, good God, how are we going to do that? So I know that there's some over here. Actually, was I up here? Maybe I don't know where. I think it's one of these. There it is. I wonder... I'm going to just save scum it. Okay, let's do it. Let's give it a shot. Where was that? Aksu. This is kind of like a cool Mongolian area. There's some commies here, though. How unexpected for this time period. Let's see if we send this guy over here. He can't do anything. But smuggle rifles is here. Why can't it? You don't have enough money. Fuck you. Oh, did I send the wrong guy? You don't have enough money. You don't control this district. You're too remote to do this action. So we got to take the district. That's the problem. Main menu. I thought that was how it worked, but I wasn't. And when I was like, wait, maybe I've been playing it wrong. I was like, maybe this whole time I should have been running around moving one guy like to different cities and stuff. But let's look at other things, because that could change. Maybe it pops that thing up every time, by the way. Oh, okay. Not here. Not here. Just every place where it has it. I was just going to kind of look around for a smuggling hub. That's a possibility too. You're full of good ideas. There's no smuggling hubs with in the monastery there. Okay, so this is kind of into the Mongol area. I was curious if that has something to do with it. You know what? I don't know what happened there. You know what also this reminds me of when I play this is Indiana Jones. You know how they go up into like deep China and he meets his girlfriend? I totally I was just clicking on these in hopes that it would be somewhere nearby. Okay, let's go look. We'll check one of these other places. We'll never win against those other guys. We're going to have to start building up. We need to expand faster. What was that symbol? Non-cavalry units are pinned when they move across the Tibetan highlands. Was it Tibet? I couldn't remember where it was. It'd be nice if it showed on here. So let's go actually back to here. And this has this little boat thing. So this is another thing that oh wow, the White Russians took all of this. So when I found out that there was a faction called the White Russians, I was like, is that where the drink came from? I mean, I know a White Russian is like a milk drink. But is it something related to this? I've never even heard of them before. Okay, that's a good idea. I loaded the save game. This guy, we can middle mouse him. Okay, no, we can't. We can middle mouse him. No, we can't. Get in touch. I've gotten in touch with dudes before. We got to go back to what we were doing here to try to bring them over. It doesn't have any special things for him for either one. Retire peacefully. Political networking. Increase intelligence and relations with other characters in the same province. You may gain face and supporters in the process. Oh, I didn't know that was a thing. It's kind of a expensive move wise. All right, back to this guy though. It does, so it unlocks other actions that you would be able to see. But only this guy, or only my leader can do it, it looks like. Oh, we have to be in the same province, city. All right, let's try it again. We saved it. It's a learning experience. This guy isn't. He doesn't have the. But I want to see if we can. What options are unlocked? Like so that. Oh yeah. So probe loyalty is the one you use to get stuff from him. So that guy can't do anything with that. Let's load it again. This is how you learn how to play video games. You know, you gotta load and unload. Unload. Like those things should be available for you to know what gets you there. All right, so let's finish this turn. This guy still got 4 move. Where the fuck is this guy? Okay, he's back here. Let's check my army again because I already forgot. We're really good, but we don't have any. We're gonna starve to death. So if we're gonna starve to death, maybe we should run down here and claim this, starve here, and then come back. I mean, it brings in 24 bucks a turn. Let's do it. You can't issue orders with this unit. He was an officer. Shouldn't an officer be able to lead this stuff? Okay, well, that plan was forsaken. What do we got? We got our governorship, which we want, but not with that guy. Promote opium cultivation. Doing that, you will lose more face points than the price of this action. Opium cultivation may increase your income by a lot. We don't have roads being built here already? We don't. He's only got a little bit of money left. Oh, this is my capital? This is the starvation place. Let's see if we can give... This place, I'm pretty sure, is building a road. See, like, that would be nice to know here on this thing without having to push this button. No, there aren't being roads built here. Tear down the Buddhist temples. I do want to do that now. I'm suddenly gung-ho to tearing down the Buddhist temples. Before, I was like, what the fuck? Just leave them there. Okay, I thought we had roads being built in some of these. I guess it was just weapon shops. No, I did weapon shops last time. Okay, so what did we need 200 face for? I can't remember. I was saving up 200 face to do something, and I was going to send this guy, have him send his face over to there. Let's start with this one. I kind of want to do this. Doing that, you will lose more face points than the price of this action. Okay, so what it's saying is he's going to lose more face for that. All right, so let's not do that right now. It's going to cost him 2 to build a road here. Let's build it to last. Vroom, vroom. Let's go back to here. Was there anything we could do with this army? Can we retrain? Can we train them? Yeah, let's start bringing this. Well, they're all going to fucking die next turn. I can't. Was it creating? Yeah, it was creating a new army. That's what it was. So that's why I'm reluctant to do that, because if we can save up our face, we can send his face to the other. I think you can send face over there. So let's build a road here. It's free, and all we have is money. I mean, we got money, like literally like tons of money. All right, in turn. I was waiting for more to happen. I don't know why. Logistical nightmare. That's the guys. They're dying. Gun repair, logistical nightmare, build progress, doomed, build road, doomed. All right. Then, how many guys did we lose, though? It didn't look like we lose that many. All of our workers split, which is kind of a bummer. How far away are we from that place? That's a long hike of shooting and killing our way there. I feel like one of these has to have a smuggling thing, right? See, like that's another thing that it's very important to know, because it changes. So, like, let's say this had the smuggling spot. Me shooting my way there is much more important than me just sitting here how I currently am. I thought that these guys got slaughtered, but we can walk our way into there too. That's not what I wanted. They have 2 provinces, 100 dudes. Like, we literally could walk our way in here, and it can hold all of our troops, except he can't command the troops. Motherfucker. Why did I hire this guy? He was a big. We should shoot him in the face. I'm going to try to make him move it again. It's going to say no. I'm just double checking. Oh, it's 2 to 5 per soldier. I didn't know that. I was going 1 to 1. I wonder why they did that ratio. Okay, he's at 100. How many are you at? 90. So you didn't get any face last turn. Or if it was an insignificant amount. So we're gonna have to we're gonna go take this place next door. There's no reason not to, and the troops can live there. A lot of bandits. We're kind of just leaving. I'm surprised the computer hasn't attacked us. I wanted to go in here too, but I don't think it's actually worth it. Like this is better, and we don't die. So let's have this guy recruit workers. I'm on the right guy. One more time. I didn't see the pay going up. Yeah, army management, you'd have to show that every time I fucking open that button. Then you can send these guys to here. And we lost 2 guys, and we lost 1,000 workers for some reason. Desertion is like a huge deal in this game. And then, oh yeah, I forgot we got the little thing here. Then we'll claim this fucking place. And that's the end of that week. Look at these guys are fighting over this shit still. It will never end. That spreads panic in the defenders' armies. Oh, these are the fucking they're not my allies anymore, and now I don't like them here. Yeah, he didn't get any face. Oh, this guy's broke. Or he stole some money too. He didn't steal the money. He gambled away his life. This is all the same information. It's kind of easier not to look at on this. Man, if he could clean up some stuff, it would be amazing. Like if he could give fill more information, spreadsheets. I like the spreadsheets. This no longer has the capacity. This now has the capacity though. I mean, we actually kind of need to be more aggressively violent. I'm like building up my economy and shit, which of course is important. I do that in every game, but we actually need to be like really locking down this territory. All those turns sitting idle, but how do I get more face? Come on. I mean, I know how to get it. This guy, so first off, we need to send this guy some money. He's broke. So let's give this guy some money. Was it control? Control. I got 1,300. And you can't send it back, I don't think. No, you can't. It's a one-way trip. Then yeah, let's get violent. I think we need to keep rolling here. How many Oh wow, you can get herds. So we're in the territory, the other territory where we can have herds of cattle moving around with us, which makes lives I'm hoping they have a cap at 25 like it's been. But we can now you pay for these guys to be a little bit happier. Seizing cattle is really inexpensive. Or no, we'll buy it. It's only 15 bucks. So now we can move around with cattle and they don't die from whatever. We're just gonna keep. I want to have like a shit ton. We don't have enough workers though. I guess we don't. Do we need them? moving away from railways. I would actually like to train these guys. Can I do it from here? I can. They got to get 3 stars to get to the next level. I guess I've been putting off training them because I keep thinking that they're going to die. They're going to starve and shit. But now we actually have enough cattle. We won't starve there, and we can next turn start moving. Yeah, let's get like really aggressive and just kill everybody. We can just haul ass through this whole area. We can actually haul ass through here too. We still have our economic stuff going. I wonder if there's a way to check that where it's easier. So like, there's a list. So there's a list of your fighting units. It'd be nice if there was also a list, and maybe there is one. And faction management, maybe. So here's the income, but like, why do I have to click all these different buttons to get to this? Yes, we're getting our 1 rifle a turn. What to get to this? Why shouldn't this should just be up here? And it costs 260 to pay all of our guys there. Victory conditions. Open the government. Oh, we have 1 rifle too. I mean, besides the one we got, it's just hanging out. My faction is not in this. So this is a very much like kind of a standard, you take things. Maybe I should save it, and we should switch to look at just how another faction plays, just because it's such a bizarre thing. This faction is pretty fun. I'm surprised we haven't been annihilated though. I'm wondering if the game is a little nicer to the player. Like it's like, oh, because why hasn't this guy just walked in, and this guy just walked in and taken all my shit? I'm going to save this. I'm going to take a quick break, and then I'm going to come back. We're going to do... I can't remember what this one is, so I'm going to overwrite it, and then I'm going to regret it later. We'll go main menu. We'll go play. We'll go... We could do a 1925. I don't think any of these are not like as hard, though. They're more... We could do that same province. It's funny. I mean, it's not funny. So this is the clique that the guy that they were fighting. The big swords. Shandong is ravaged by bandits and massive warlord armies. Peasant communities have no choice but to organize into self-defense. Among these is the Big Sword Society. Its magical rituals quickly spread across Shandong. I actually remember reading about that, and I wish I could remember I remember these guys, and I also remember the spirit guys. We're gonna still do a 1921 though. We could do the White Russians. It's a euphemism. We could also do... We'll do the crazy guy. There's another crazy guy. Because he plays a lot differently. I forget where he is. He's one of these guys down here. Oh, no, he's not. He's the Mongolian rebel. It's this guy. Oh, no, it's not that guy. Though that guy's interesting. We could also do this guy. Remember, we saw this guy around. We could, the ferocious Golok tribesman free rating. It says the difficulty is low once you know. Oh, it's this guy. This is the guy we'll do. His complexity is high and his difficulty is insane. We'll just do him for like an hour. Oh, look at this. Oh, and the guy's most recent update, he talked about this. He said some of the Chinese players didn't like that this was marked like this because it should be broken into 2 groups. And so he said that he does this thing actually in this game where you can put in cheat codes and it unlocks different scenarios and stuff. It's like a weird way to do things, but it's not the way. So it's like if he's the developer and he thinks it should be a certain way, but if you can talk him into doing it a separate way, or a different way, he'll put in a cheat code and you can put it in there and it will do it, which is kind of cool. We could be Tibet, but we don't want to be Tibet. Let's be this crazy guy. His name is Jalama. So in Western Mongolia, the Jia Lama never accepts the Chinese rule over Mongolia. He's leading a small group of rebels, some would say bandits. One day he will be strong enough to oust the Chinese from Urga, but until then, caravan plundering and opium trafficking can be worthy hobbies. So we'll play that guy. We'll do Conquest again. And I'll be back in less than 5 minutes. I think this game might be like in my top 10 of this year. It's just such a bummer. The UI is so crappy. Alright, what were we doing? He was up here. Jia Lama. It has like, yeah, you can go into like the little scenarios, and it will not be this full map too. And in one of them, you know, we should look at it real quick. I'm gonna save this. I'll put it at the bottom. We should look at this one real quick. I think it's which one did I do? Yeah, like this is a scripted scenario. the topic is uprising management. Character assassination and bribery is deactivated. I think that's what he's saying there. Where was I clicked on one of these and it brought me. I just wanted to show this city thing real quick. Which one did I do earlier before I started streaming? Maybe it was a 1925. It was a 1925 one. I don't think. No, it was on the coast. I'm knowing to myself. Shanghai Uprising, is that? Yeah. So this is one city one, and I think I just like picked. Oh yeah, this one's locked. This is like another weird thing. Like if you go join his Discord, I'll give you the code. I think I picked these guys. I just want to show because I was talking about the cities earlier. I don't want to see this crap. Oh yeah, it has like a thing that you can. So like this is a whole another thing. Oh, this one won't let you zoom out though. Which one did I do? But yeah, so this is like a whole, and they do different things, and it, it gives you listen to their claims. Who am I on? Why can't I do this? Your character cannot use this action, but like these are like completely different types of dudes. He's also. Is this the demo scenario? Well, then people can check that out. And the demo is on the thing, on the whatchamacallit, the Steam page. Let's do this other one because that blew my mind that you could. I think I was in the 25 sandbox. I know it was coastal. Look at this. Look at these guys. It might have been these guys since I was, fighting against them. It started out in a city, though. Extra large. No. Oh. 100K. It's not the long walk. What is it's not the Trail of Tears. I can't remember which one it was. One of these, but it's like that same city scenario, but you can zoom all the way in. Is it the Northern Expedition where they just walked for 500 miles and like half of them croaked? The communists did. Maybe more than half of them. Yeah, I can't remember. Maybe zooming in is not the way to do it. That's something else. I'm trying to see if there's a capital. One of these is gold colored. Here we go. Yeah, I don't. It's one of these scenarios. You jump straight in. I was hoping it would come to my mind, but all right. Let's go to this dude, the Jaw Llama here. So he starts out KMT thing. They might have been later. I'm thinking that might have been like during World War II. So you start with 300 dudes. You don't have any places. It's just you. And so this doesn't have the thing with the little arrow saying he's controlling this army. So we could reclaim like these districts. Worship the terror god. So in this group, you don't pay your guys still. These are horsemen. These are cavalry. So you got like 300 guys that you don't pay. You just make them worship the terror god. But the people around you don't like it. So it's a very different like play style. So I can handpick guys. That gives me the supporters. Seize herds, spy on my own army. Counterintelligence to get rid of people out of my army. Lead the troops personally. I need to be an officer. But when I hired that officer, it wouldn't let me. He's not an officer, I don't think. He is a warlord, a political worker, a spy, a bandit, and a terrorist. So when I was playing this is back to like if you played other factions, it's makes you much more knowledgeable, which I feel like is weird, if that makes sense. I guess it's the same in most games, but it's so weird. I was trying to get this guy on my side. I was like, this dude is the dude I want. And whoops. And so I was spending all these points, but it turns out the white Russian guys, this is a white Russian guy, cannot be. See, right there, it said leads personally. That's what I was looking for. So I was getting in touch with this guy and trying to get him over to my side. And I couldn't bring him over. Before World War II. Yeah. The Long March. Yeah. That's what it was called. So this guy has this spy trait, so he can spy on other armies, but he's got 300 dudes. I didn't even look. Do we have guns? We do have guns. We don't need workers because we're cavalry, and we're a bunch of opium addicts, and it says we've been paid, but we actually don't pay our guys. We just use this terror thing. I guess we probably can. We can loot caravans. If the rate is morale will increase and you will gain face, a few bucks, and cattle. A failed raid will reduce morale. Chances are based upon the vitality and the leader's traits. Some of the men may leave the raiding party after the action. So that is our goal, is like to run around and raid shit. I mean, we could claim this and then get a little bit of money. Well, this place has 0 money. So we could claim this, but it would be absolutely worthless. But the thing is, we got to avoid everybody. We have no allies. Nobody gives a shit about us. We're just basically a bandit in the hills. And I think that the fact that you're able to play one of it says, the difficulty is insane. You're going to fucking die. When I played this, though, these guys were like fighting each other, and the communists were fighting each other. So I was able to just like sneak around. So that's what we're going to do. I don't want to be too close to these guys, though. So I think I'm going to move to here. Like, I don't want to be within one tile of them. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy that it allows you to do that. Like, very few games, like, besides, like, Paradox games, we also could, what's going on over here? We could check this scenario out. So all the ones with the camels are steppe, and these are desert. Large army. So this is another huge complaint that I have. See how this large army, it's in here, but it like, why is it? He couldn't make it so that it's in the actual district or province. I think almost everybody. I think you can play as every faction. I haven't seen a faction like where I'm like, who the fuck are those guys? Of course, there's like a bazillion factions, so maybe I'm just not paying attention. Like these guys, I recognize these. Obviously. I would have to live in a fucking hole if I didn't recognize the hammer and sickle. Let's see what. Let's go to here actually. Yeah, the little provinces. So this is the same. Oh, we can rally behind them. They would give a shit. So I think when it's saying stocks, when I was talking about this earlier, I think it meant like, it's not meaning like business stocks. It's talking about stocks of things. What are these things? Armored trains, trucks. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay, so let's rally the Mongol people is another thing this guy has. I'm not gonna play this guy for long. I just figured, what is this? Hire Mongol riders. You need to have at least 75 influence. So you can rally the people in different. So this is where I was saying like the alt button is very important in this game. So like this guy from here, he can rally the Mongol people in any of these other areas, and they start to rebel. So we could do it like here, and they would rebel against these guys. The problem with doing it here is that there's a medium army sitting there. What we want to do is kind of find like some weaklings and kind of lurk around the weakling area. These guys are small, but they're like machine guns and fucking artillery and shit. So we don't want to fight those guys. These guys may, they're medium, so we don't want to fight them. These are large. So everyone here, there's this area. This area is fucking hard with the White Russians. I played these guys a bunch when I started. Actually, I didn't have that much problem with these guys because I just ran like I was losing territory, but I'd just run ahead of the and behind, like in a big circle. The Mongol the Mongol tactic. I'd just run around this and capture shit while they were running around this direction, and I was just hoping for attrition to kill them all. And then the Soviets showed up. Yeah, exactly, Tom and Jerry style. Um, I don't know what is specifically Inner Mongolia though. Is that this area? Xinjiang or Gansu? All right. So, let's see. We got how much does it cost to do this? It's 2 on your first turn. You always start with shit. Chahara. These places. Chahara. I don't think I've ever even looked at these two. Maybe we should go over here. These are owned by the big swords. No, I don't think that's the big swords. It's somebody else. These are just bandits, I think. So these are like independents, if I remember correctly. If it's just a sword, they're just independent bandits. We can look though. At the beginning, I was very confused by all the different factions because they're also like it's really hard to tell what the fuck is going on. Like some of the flags are very similar. Tibet, I recognize that from now. Yeah, I'm pretty sure those are just. Am I back to the beginning? Did I go through the whole list? The Ma family, huh? Yeah, those. I think those are just. Look at this. These guys suck more than me. Yeah, there was a bunch of them. So yeah, I think these are just like bandit. Yeah, we're sorry. I mean, they're bandits, but it's in the steps, so it doesn't matter that much. This is the one I was accidentally clicking on earlier, I think. Oh no, it's not. Man. All right, what is our plan here? Our plan is to lurk around. So let's check. Let's make sure our army is okay. We got this here. We have 1,200 livestock. We got 3. That's all fine. We could claim this, but it's probably pointless. And it costs 3. Yeah, it has 0. And it costs 3. I think what we want to do, is this a large army? This is a large army. We don't want to do that. We could just be ballsy and move to here. There's a medium army there, though. What's over here? Large, small. I don't know who these crescent guys are. Kumla Khan. Kumla Khanat. They are, so I do know this whole area. This is where the White Russians are coming in. This is the guy where it says it's masochistic to play this guy. We could come. He has a small. Actually, we have the ability to spy. We are too remote. We could come rolling in here, and then roll like through here, man. We could just keep going. We don't have to be. We don't. We're free. We're free. We don't have any rules. We don't have any jobs. We don't have nothing. We don't have to do anything. So let's roll into here. And then let's double check our guys. We don't want to claim it. We don't want to seize the herds. We want to loot some caravans. The problem with looting caravans is, oh, we have to travel to here. Shit. I really wish you could lead these guys personally, because that's such a waste. We could get more of these. We can spy. We need to find somebody who we want on our side. Like, we will kind of gotta keep an eye out for leaders. Like, maybe who's leading this spot? Oh, that's their leader. He's not gonna leave his faction for us. We're supposed to liberate Mongolia, but we got other things going on. There's only 300 of us. We gotta move about, robbing and pillaging. And you also can when you move into places, you can get cattle. That's kind of what I was checking there. I don't want to fight that small thing. I was hoping I could do something. I only have 1 point left. We're in pretty good shape there. I was hoping I could do something useful, like more useful. All right, we are going to need money. I think last time when I tried to loot, we could plunder. Let's do a loot. I think it was a lot more difficult than it gave you the impression of. The loot is satisfying enough, and the members of the party left the group in 20 to return to their tribe with their loot. I had an army, and it's gone. All right, I got 200. Oh, they took their guns with them too. There are reasons to stick around here now that I'm thinking about it, because some of these have places where here you can recruit Mongolian horse riders for your armies. So I'm not sure if it's all the ones. It is. So it's the ones with the camels. I don't think it's this one. Rebels looted it. No. Let's see. Is this got it? No. So maybe we have to be in the Mongolian district. I never left when I was playing it before. No, we don't. What the fuck district am I in now? We're in. Okay, so we could head up to the north. What? Zooming in doesn't always work how you would expect. We could head up to the north. This is going to be just filled with Russians. Any second now, there's going to be a bazillion Russians. In fact, they're already there. There's one and there's one. I don't know. Only limited policies are available in this district, and a large part of its income is lost to local interests. It's also out of question for a Chinese governor to raise troops here. Okie dokie. I was wondering, like, what about over here? Yeah, so we can still lurk about. We're gonna have to lurk about kind of a lot in our turns down. His turns are really fast because you don't have that much to do. We didn't really get any money. This guy's army, he took up. See, like, here's another example of, like, it's hard to tell where this army is. I assume he's here. We could go loot his capital. The other thing I wanted to check, though, is if we hold down this, how's our troops doing? We're still great. My troops love me. We don't need to claim that shit. I mean, we could, but it uses up so many points. No, we're not going to claim shit. What I was thinking about was, okay, so actually if we hold this down, it probably just shows us where we can loot or where we can recruit. Rally the Mongol people, and if we were here, wow, that is expensive. Create a unit of Mongol riders under your control to honor. Okay, so we're going to rally the people, though. People are rallying there. They don't like us. There's a large army there. We're gonna rally around here. We still have 2 points left. I'm gonna go into here, and we have plenty of livestock. We're going to. I do need some more men, but not that. The problem is if the people leave. All right, we'll do it anyways. We got some people, 20% of the people split. We didn't get any money. Our army is going to be gone in like 2 seconds. We're going to have to go to one of these places. Oh, I don't have any points left. I was pushing Alt. But we get face, and that's what's important. We can... woo the llamas. No, we don't want to do that. That costs 2 because our army's dwindling quickly. What I'm looking at is like this has this thing. Here you can recruit Mongol riders for your army. I'm wondering if we have to move over there. It looks like we can move over there on the way. We can go, we can raid other spots on the way. Can I move again? There's a large army here. If we die, who gives a shit, right? We're still in okay shape. We have a lot of livestock. We can recruit horsemen. This is what I was like, I swear to God, there was a thing here. And this is what, remember where I got like 4,000 guys or whatever, 1,000 guys? This is where I was thinking of. It costs us $5, but I will get like 10 dudes. We got 33. We gotta like keep on the move here. We don't have any guns for him. This guy is a smuggler though, I think. Is he a smuggler? Let's look. He's a terrorist. He's a bandit. He's a spy. He is not a smuggler. So we probably want to get a smuggler on our side if we don't get killed right now. I think the computer avoids the player to a point. And we want to rally the Mongol people one time. And eventually we'll get like a second army that we can move about. And that's kind of what we want to do. They got refugees there. These people over here can do special abilities to raid into Russia. That's what these people are doing. We want to stay the fuck away from here, though. How much? We got like a ton of livestock. We do need to worship the terror god. Yeah, there's the Wilhelm scream that I was mentioning earlier that you're gonna begin to despise. We can bring in more. Where did all this money come from? We can bring in more guys. We're almost back up to our 300. Once again, we're not gonna have any guns very soon. We're at a move and we're gonna hope that these Russians don't come kill us. Uh-oh, they did come kill us. Did we die? I think that's the end. I think we're dead. But I'm already over my 3-hour thing. Oh no, this guy, the Jaw Llama creates a void around him. His relationship just increased by 10 by all active characters in his faction. Luckily, no one was in his faction. It didn't say that we got our ass kicked because we're gone here. This unit has moved into the area. The chief of the defense force wisely chose to avoid the fight that he knew was doomed. So he's right here. So that's good that he moved away. We get anything on our ride into town? Nope. Oh, look, we have 3 things we can do in this town. I see 2. Rally the people. You know, what's funny is when I was doing this before, I was having armies popping out all over the place. Rallying the people. It says 3. We can do something to this guy. We can bribe him. Oh yeah, so you also can like bribe their armies to desert, but these guys won't do it. And you can spy on him, and this guy's a spy, so he has a whole bunch of different options. But this guy here is not. He's just some other. Oh, look at their morale's trash too. So we could, some good Mexican silver dollars. This action will reduce the unit's loyalty even farther. So their morale, we don't know what their loyalty is. You know, we could spy on them. Let's just spy on them just so you can see that how it works. So now we can look and see exactly what they have. It doesn't tell you this guy. It just tells you about his troops. They don't have enough livestock. They're opium addicts. This is their place. And then you can recruit informants, and they'll travel around with the army. They have machine guns and rifles and shit. This is quite an army. So we can bribe with honor or with money. Let's bribe with money. And their loyalty went down with their relationship with their faction. This is just their army that we're talking about, not this dude. This dude's a different thing. Let's see, get in touch with him. I think this might be their faction leader. So what did I do last time? Money? Let's bribe with honor. They're never gonna. You have to do it like a bazillion times to get it down. But we can now see though that their loyalty is dropping quickly. And I don't know if they'll ever join your side. I've never actually gotten that far. I've seen them like moving around and they don't attack me and stuff. I don't know. We don't have any more points. Basically, I'm just fucking around for this last few minutes here. I'm already past my 3 minute. I usually only stream for three hours. My 3 minute mark. I'm not talking about sex. I'm talking about streaming. Where did this guy go? So you can get in touch. And so I'm going to probe his loyalty. Just for fun. His estimated current loyalty is 100 to his leader. I think he is the leader. It was just, so this is how, like, there's a bunch of different little things. I'm kind of curious. I'm not going to. Well, maybe I am. I'm kind of curious to look at. I wonder which one it was that I clicked on that started in this city, because that was insane to me. Maybe it was the Spirit Rebels? No, it was somebody on the coast. Maybe I picked the commies. Yeah, maybe it's like one of the, I don't know what this symbol, this is the Communist Party, but the Comintern. Oh, this is 1925. Maybe it was the communists. Oh, it was somebody related to this guy, because I was like, I don't remember this guy's name at all. Mikhail Borden. I was like, is this a weird translation of somebody's name? Oh, this is it. So this is crazy. You can keep zooming out and then keep zooming out. Like it's pretty. Oh wait, is this maybe this little city is a marker? Hong Kong. It is. So yeah, that's in Hong Kong has its own little thing. So there's like a whole. This game is so fucking dense with shit. I wish it was more approachable. I don't even know what to do in a city. It looks like you can go to the what well, here's a big screen. Your interaction with the associations and organizations will help you progress towards your goals in the game. Two scores are most of relationship and vitality. Raise the score with your actions to unlock new actions. Whenever vitality hits 0, the concerned association cease to exist. That score can change by some actions. The higher vitality, the more useful and capable the association is. All right, so this is kind of like a cultist game. We don't want to be in Hong Kong. So I was clicking on that earlier. Maybe in the 1921, this one doesn't work. This part doesn't work. Yeah, it makes sense that it's the communists, because like part of this whole game, like when it says like when you're the influence earlier, it was like there's students and stuff. That's if you were like embracing the communist stuff, you'd bring the students on your side. So let's look at this stuff, because I haven't really looked at it. But then I'm gonna go to sleep. Well, I gotta eat food first. I only eat food once a day, and I haven't done it yet. Create student union. Yeah, like look at this place. It will create. Now I want to try it. Oh, I don't know what these 50% shit is down here. Yeah, I played as some other faction that was allied with these guys. Oh, maybe it was these guys. There's a lot of people. And so some of these factions come with more people that you can bring down here. Like this one is a lot. You know, I never checked on that other group. No, I must. No, I did because we hired somebody. I don't know what the 15% is. That's something I haven't interacted with yet. I'm sure it will tell me at some point. Well, this says 15% influence here. I wonder if it's something related to that. I don't know. I might fuck with this later. I don't know if I'll stream this again. The Ancient Doctor. He's a Comintern agent. It's so weird to think that this shit actually really went down. You know what I mean? Like, it didn't go down exactly like this, but you know that there was literally a Comintern agent, like, and he had a big mustache. Sorry, I'm way behind on the messages. Galen, I don't know, is that one of these guys? And they have different shit that they got too. He actually started with a bunch of stuff. Crazy. Almost every faction I've ever seen started with nothing. Campaign for your cause. Oh, potential characters. Galen. A worker in a wagon factory, a sergeant in the Tsar army, and then a Bolshevik hero. Vasily Bolcher has many lives. Like, it can't. So why would this guy think that it would end well for him in China? You know what I mean? Like, to go from, it's just crazy that this time period was crazy. You know, I've been saying this a lot to myself. I don't know if I've been saying it on stream, but if you like focus in on any time period or any area in the world, there's crazy shit going on. You know, like if when in 100 years when they look at, you know, the United States and they focus in you know, the 1 year period, they'll oh, there's the man, there's the guy. I've heard of this guy. Um, Former Beijing librarian is one of the founders of the Communist Party. He's also founder of the Changsha Communist Group in his his native province of Hunan, where he supported reformists against the local warlords involved in the labor movement. He's here to participate in the development of a revolutionary base. So now I'm curious. Let's look back. Now I keep saying I'm done for the night. Um, so what city was I just in? My brain's starting to melt from being alive too long. Let's see. I was in. So I can click on it. What is this? This is so I can click on this, but what city is this? Gaozhenghao. That's the city? Aha. That was the capital. I'm trying to see how I like where I compare. Like if this shit's going down, how do I get so that when I was clicking on stuff earlier it wouldn't have helped anyways. Oh, here's the railways. Remember I was like at the beginning, or maybe you weren't around, but I was clicking on cities in the beginning, trying to find how to get into one of them, so it wouldn't have helped anyways to like zoom into the map. Okay, I'm definitely clicking on that. Hey, there's a smuggler's hub. Oh, here we go. Enter the city. So how many of these like have that? Okay, just a few of them have that. It's probably, you know, same as the one on the other map. So I'm guessing from looking at this map that we're going to have to, if you were to play these guys, you're going to have to get enough support in the city before you can get troops on this larger map. So, because these are the other guys, well, these are my allies, I guess. Oh, they're the recognized government too. So I probably wouldn't want to play these guys because it seems like they'd be too easy. You know, I'm into like the underdog. That's why I'm picking the guy with 300 troops and he's running around and fucking. Oh yeah, so like this is only a certain section of the map. He's running around in Mongolia. All right, I'll check one more thing. Let's see. Go back to this thing. Let's find somebody who's over. Well, it probably doesn't matter. So those are the major warlords that we're kind of avoiding. Now here's the common turn. They're just a little speck. Yeah, exactly. Like you got to get the students and workers together, and then once they're ready, you march out of town with no guns, and you get it slaughtered. Okay, so the common turn does start somewhere. Where the fuck is this? Okay, so there are different cities. Like, man, this game is so fucking intense. I was kind of curious. So where were we? We were in here. Okay, you can't. So this one you can't go into. Maybe it's because I don't have guys there, but I'm betting like there's only certain cities and certain scenarios. But this is a 1920 scenario. So this would be a much easier way to learn. So what I like to do in strategy games is pick like some tiny country that you're never going to win with, or faction or whatever. And then when I figure out how to play them, then I move on to the other factions. When there will be troops, click will display the unit window. There are 2 barracks, and then you also check the other barracks. This is a weird one. The Revolutionary Office. We have a foreign language. Will unlock translation of Marxist text actions, enable actions to gain support. Now, actually, this kind of seems cool. This is an underdog one. We have a lot to learn from Russia. Send students to Russia. So who's my dude, though? Who's this guy? Now I want to play this. He's a northerner. He's Anhui. I'm not. He's an idealist. He's a irascible. He's a political worker. Yeah, this game's fucking insane, man. I'm telling you. Oh, there's other places up here. The University of Shanghai. Raise political awareness. And the other garrison. We're allied up here. These are not my guys, though. These are some other garrison. Yeah, it's the same thing. You can bribe them, and there's a certain, wow, that's quite an army parked there. So in this particular circumstance, it looks to me like you just start as this one guy, like running around his school. Let me reduce this. Let me reduce this very important historical event to this guy running around his school, talking shit. Okay, it wasn't even at his school. We didn't even. That was we it didn't say it was his school. I'm trying to get to the like. I can't tell if this is in this province or what. Shanghai is not in that province. It's right here. I was seeing if we don't have any troops here either. Yeah, I would probably totally start another game to see how this worked out. Do we have any people? Oh, we have people here too. We need supporters. Grigory Voltinsky. Yeah, it must have been insane to have some Russian guy that's chilling out, and they're like, and not everyone, and everyone not be like, that guy's a fucking here to do something shady. I was trying to think of the right word, and I was like, spy? No, he's not a spy. He was a spy, but like manipulator. That's not the right word. No, it almost came to me. Oh, it's like on the tip of my brain. It's like Soviet agent was sent to China in the 1920s to meet the first Chinese Marxist agitator. Yes, that is what I was thinking of. Like, so if the guy like showed up and he's like the only white guy there, and he's like talking smack, everyone, well, like, why did any of the Chinese, they're like, obviously you're here to agitate, dude. Like, I mean, I guess they were in on they wanted the agitation, but even so, it still must have been crazy, and the guy must have been worried he'd get murdered too. They were Soviets, though. The Soviets were crazy. He distributed advice and subsidies. Like, okay, so he had money. So he shows up with money. He's empathetic too, so he's listening to everyone's problems. Everyone can talk to him. Often in conflict with Borodin over the nature of the cooperation with the GMD and the Communist Party on how to make it last, despite the divergencies. Vatinsky ended up progressively marginalized and without any real power over against. Not you never know in this game. Look at this guy costs so much more. Whoops. As a Chinese worker in Siberia, he joined the labor movement and was elected representative of the Chinese workers. Member of the Bolshevik Party, he was selected to study the Marxist. That's like part of this that I guess we're not seeing in this game either. Is that like some of these, they were genuinely like this guy probably he joined the labor movement because he probably had to work in fucking Siberia. You know what I mean? And it says there some of these guys are idealists too, so they probably were in real life. Yeah. Once portrayed as the first Marxist in China. I wonder why there's a little star there. Someone argued that it was, and then there's like dots. Like, what is the rest? A bitter critic of the old Confucian values, he advocated for the revolution. So, I'm all right. I'm calling it a night in a second. I was talking about this in another stream, I believe. Um, so, our current situation in the U.S., like, crazy rent is like exactly like China had like this crazy rent issue, and that's what this like part of the start of this whole thing was, like absentee landlords and shit like that. And we were talking, I think it was in chat, we were talking, and I was joking like, yeah, the way we're going, we're like heading for the communist revolution in China because of how our rent and stuff. I own a house, luckily enough. It was given to me. It's not like I work for it. I don't know why that it matter, because I don't like when people are like they say like they make it sound like they were worked and earned it. Yeah, no, I totally agree. I think that there's we're seeing the tail end. We're seeing the dark cyberpunk version of capitalism. And man, but I work for a property management company, and I'm an IT guy there. I hear about the rents all the time, and my friends all rent and all that shit. When I rented up until I got this house, it was insane. I had like a tiny studio apartment. It's exactly what I mean. They weren't renting houses, but it's the concept's the same. Yeah, this is still blowing my mind. I need to read some more books on this. I would actually like to read like not a fictional autobiographical. That's not the word. I don't know. I'm too tired. Um, I'm not educated on either. I actually went to a Communist Party meeting when I was like 20 out of curiosity, and it was incredibly stupid. It was like 10 dudes arguing about there was something happening. There's a in San Diego. There's like I don't know if it still exists, but there's like a punk rock venue called the Shea Cafe on the UCSD campus. So it was like this place where bands would play. And there was something happening to it, and I can't remember what it was. And this Communist Party meeting was meeting to talk about how they were going to fix it. And all they did was like argue semantics. And there's like a video going around of a socialist party meeting where like everyone kept raising their hand and saying like, I object to you talking so loudly, and like they were like, you know, good to hear from you, and we won't talk as loudly anymore. And there's like now there's a video going around of that, and that's what was happening at this Communist Party meeting was um, everyone just objecting and arguing about the dumbest shit. And I finally like asked, like, are you guys going to take any action on this thing? And they were like, we're trying to get to that point in the meeting. Never going to happen. It was never going to happen. And it was such a joke that it soured me on like politics for so long, because I was like, oh my God, what is this? You know, I just was just like, what the fuck, man? I'm not going to, like, they couldn't agree to even like begin the meeting because of the ridiculous things people were bringing up. And it was, and they kept like, I'm not even joking. They'd be like, I was reading the Communist Manifesto last night, and I noticed on page 300 we need to talk about this sentence that's in here. And I was like, who gives a shit what the Communist Manifesto says? Let's talk about the issue that we're trying to solve here. You know, and they had no interest in that. It was basically about a bunch of people sitting around talking at each other to make themselves feel good. But anyways, I'm calling it a night. Thank you for dropping by, Lord Mac. I probably agree with that. I'm a socialist in real life, you know, but I was curious. I'm probably on some list somewhere, you know, that like Josh Cook, communist. Like, I'm totally not a communist. I told my neighbor I was a communist because he's a crazy right wing guy. I was like, I was in my backyard, and he started to ask me about politics, and I was like, I don't know, I'm pretty much a communist. And he was like, oh. So I started out this stream by saying I wasn't a tanky, and now at the end I'm like, I'm a tanky. No, I am totally not a tanky. Anyways, that is it for me tonight. Thank you for joining me. I will talk to you guys next time. Lord Mac, appreciate you dropping by. Bye, everyone.